hope you guys are doing amazing today. Yeah, honey day. Sorry, my voice. Yeah, honey day. Let's go. Let's go. We're gonna be playing some more Corpse Factory today. I'm super excited. Yeah, hoodie days. But last time we ended it, we chased after Owlie, and I guess that was not the correct choice to make. She got really upset at us. So I guess we'll see what our choice caused. Yeah, let's see the consequences of our choices. Aoi is our best friend apparently. Noriko's best friend, Aoi. She's blonde with kind of like a short bob. She works in the maid cafe as well. Yeah, Noriko has a best friend. Yeah. But we decided to chase after Aoi instead of give her space, and she got extremely mad at us. So I'm not really sure how that's gonna go. They did go on a date. Shinya and Tomoe went on a date, but that's the last we've heard of them. They were on a date together. Alrighty. Let's get into this. Oh, let me turn off the BGM. Turn on the speakers. Okay, it's loading. Alright. That's how I get started to speak. Today dragged on and on. Since I don't work weekends, I never really know what to do with myself during my free time. The library yesterday was nice, but I don't want to hang out there again today. So far, I've spent the day simply reading at home and brewing the occasional cup of tea to stave off my hunger. I keep checking my phone, but Aoi hasn't replied to any of my texts. Even when I call, she lets it go to voicemail. I don't even have any new requests to attend to. I was hoping I would get at least one this weekend to help occupy my time. To take a break from reading Strange Flower, I decided to browse through Noise and see what's happening in my social circle. Hello, Sam! Hello! How are you? I hope you're doing amazing! Welcoming! Go! Though I'm not close to any of the people I'm connected to, save for Aoi, reading through their posts always lifts my mood. Rather annoyingly, the first post I came across is from Tomoe. Tomomo, 9 minutes ago. Viewers be trippin' if they think they're gonna steal my man. We thick as thieves. He gettin' luck. No worries, Sal, no worries. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I'm glad you're doing great. I'm glad. Go. The garble poster is accompanied by a photo of her and Shinya getting cozy together. Shinya looks more than a little nervous. I would be willing to bet that Tomoe is the first girl he's ever snuggled like this. I can't quite figure out why she's so interested in him, or why he's into her for that matter. At first I thought Tomoe was just trying to bug me, to annoy me by pursuing someone she thought I wanted. But surely this is taking it too far, right? Haven't I made it clear that I just don't care? As for Shinya, maybe that boy really is into the blow-up doll look. I guess I understand him less than I originally thought. I noticed that I've been frowning while looking at Tomoe's post, so I decided to slam my finger down on the thumbs down button. A little text box below this post now reads, Noriko Kurosawa disliked this. My frown breaks an ice mark. It feels somewhat satisfying to publicly dislike Tomoe's posts. I can imagine Tomoe's face going tomato red when she reads the notification. With a little giggle, I scroll past the post and keep browsing my feed. As expected, it doesn't take long to find a post from Shinya himself. It's out of character for him, but he's actually not posting about criminal cases and detective work for once. Shinya with capital S, Fujikawa, 13 hours ago. I never believed in love until I met her. She set me off my feet and showed me how to become a better man. She makes me want to be the best person I can be. My heart goes out to my darling Tomoe, 2 days together and counting. Oh, okay! I look forward to every day because of you. Thank you. I involuntarily gag and continue scrolling. Okay, I'm gonna take a sip of water. Hold on. Nothing else in my newsfeed really compares to those last posts. My sister wrote something about her sucky job, and a few coworkers posted about how grief-stricken they were about Akane Tsurumaki passing away unexpectedly. Wait, you have a sister? Yeah, they are all lovey-dovey. Thank you. You stay hydrated too. Akane Tsurumaki, followed closely by Ichi Haneda, and long before them both, Ruri Hatano, the one who started it all. 3 strangers, 3 people dead, all because of Corpse Girl. People wanted them dead, and because of that, I also wanted them dead. I won't forget their names. When Corpse Girl rises above the muck and filth in this world and becomes truly famous, I'll share a toast to their memories. Until then, I need to trudge forward. I need new targets, new victims to launch Corpse Girl's name into the stars. If Corpse Girl's website becomes more than an urban legend, more than a rumor whispered of in the shadows, then... No. I need to take it slow. I can't get too far ahead of myself. I still need to put in a lot of work before I can attain my goal. But the only way I can move... I'm sorry guys, I'm having a lot of allergies today. But the only way I can move forward is if more requests come through the website. There has to be a way to promote this site. Flashy advertising is out of the question. I don't want the site looking like a gimmick people can visit simply to pass the time. I need a word of mouth, testimonials. So far the site has claimed 3 victims. I need the original requester to spread the word about how effective the website really is. Yes, that would be perfect, but I obviously can't get in touch with him now. It's no worries, it's no worries. just in case, I'm just letting you know that it might happen, pretty often. Losing my voice. So, bear with me, bear with me. They remain anonymous when they require a death. No one would willingly put their contract details when doing something so shady anyway. I sigh and scratch my head. Thinking about it like this won't do me any good. Maybe I should come back to it later. I reach for my laptop sitting on the couch next to me. Maybe I'll just take one more look for new requests. You never know, right? I log into the administration panel of Corpse Girl's website and check for notifications. One new request. Request details. Today, 3:31 p.m. local time. Victim's phone. Downloading image attachment. Wait, 3:31 p.m.? This was submitted just a few minutes ago. What are the chances I would check the incoming request so soon after receiving a new one? My heart begins to race as the attached photo downloads to my computer. I'm excited about the prospect of working on a new request for the rest of the evening. Who will the poor sucker be to succumb to Corpse Girl's whims? Will another beautiful corpse be left in my wake? It's me! It's Noriko! My heart skips a beat and my hands instantly turn cold. What the hell? A photo of myself appears on the screen. It's the very same image used for my company ID tag. It was Tomoe! 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 Heckin', me just liking her post made her freaking do this? That's the only person I can think of that would do this. I mean, Tomoe even freaking like lashed out on Noriko and like slapped her twice. No, I don't think it's anyone else. I think it's Tomoe. I'm not smiling in the photo or in real life. Is this some kind of joke? Somebody has requested my death. Somebody has requested my death! Hello, Mark! Thank you for the hydrate! I just hydrated. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Arigato! I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I've got to drink a lot today to help with my allergies. Yeah. Hello, hello! How are you? How are you? I hope you're doing good. Go!
Somebody wants me dead?
Ah!
I can't believe it! It finally happened!
Oh my god, you! Just matte. Okay.
I know exactly who requested my death! Tomoe!
I told you!
That stupid, vapid bitch!
Oh my god, the voice acting. Tomoe Watanabe, the one person who hates me more than I hate myself. Of course she is the one who uploaded my photo. Of course she wants Corpse Girl to take care of me. She's been looking for somebody to test that website on. Her noise post from the start of the week confirms that. And she has been getting increasingly obsessed with tormenting me lately. I'm willing to bet that when I disliked her latest post, it finally triggered her to request my death.
Tomoe, you brainless whore! I am Corpse Girl!
In a fit of manic laughter, I set to work dismembering my photo. I'm going to make my corpse look so realistic that she'll think she really succeeded in getting me killed. And then, when her guard is down... June 1st, Monday morning. Okay,
No sign of Sato yet?
let's see.
I wonder if she got held up.
Okay.
It's not exactly professional to be late on your first day of work.
Yeah, I think she should visit a therapist. I grind my teeth and hope that Shinya doesn't sense my anxiety.
She'll be here.
I don't believe the bitter words that tumble out of my mouth. I send another message to Aoi's seemingly abandoned phone, not really expecting a reply.
Actually, she's not the only one absent. Tomoe isn't here either.
He doesn't need to tell me that. I've been watching her desk like a hawk ever since I came in this morning. There's a small surprise waiting for her in her top desk drawer, courtesy of yours truly. I've been eagerly anticipating her arrival for an hour now.
We had a late night last night, so I wonder if she woke up on time.
They had a late night last night? What were you two up to? What were you two up to? Nothing naughty, I hope. Perhaps. I don't know. There is something there is something fishy going on though, for sure, for sure. Yeah. I taste something foul in my mouth. I don't really need Shinyu's recap of his night with Tomoe.
Don't you have work to do?
Of course. I need to.
His vocalist thoughts trail off as he wanders away. I return my focus to the keyboard in front of me as I type letters scroll across my screen, seemingly slower than usual. No Aoi, no Tomoe. The static drone of the office environment is just as loud as ever, but without those two here, something feels off. Aoi shouldn't be missing her first day of work. And say what you want about Tomoe, at the very least, she's punctual. For her to be this late is very unusual.
Kurosawa, a word, if you please.
Oh, who are you? Kotomi? A soft but sharp voice snaps me out of my thoughts. I look up to find a middle-aged woman standing over me, one hand beckoning in an intimidating fashion. Kotomi Ida, an executive who oversees a lot of the juniors on this floor. I deal with her a few times a week. She's a serious and critical person, but I've seen a warmer side of her when she chats with colleagues of her own level.
Miss Ida, did you need something?
Miss Ida, did you need— oh yeah, sorry.
Please, come with me.
I reluctantly rise from my chair and follow her through the office. She leads me to one of the glass-screened cubicles that lined one of the walls of the office. Special spaces reserved for meetings and temporary workstations.
Take a seat.
She's the one? What do you mean? Why do you say that? I follow her instructions, sitting down on one of the bright and colorful plastic chairs that fill the small enclosure.
A new employee was supposed to start work today. Sato, an acquaintance of yours, if I'm not mistaken.
That's right. I've been trying to get in contact with her.
I see. You understand that it doesn't reflect well on Sato's character if she can't arrive on time for her first day of work, correct?
Your eyes are really pretty. What do you mean? Are you saying people with pretty eyes are sussy?
Yes, I understand. Believe me, it is very out of the ordinary for her to do something like this.
I'm sure. Fujikawa recommended Sato for the job based on your personal request. You need to be aware that since Fujikawa holds rank over you, he is the one who will be reprimanded for hiring an unsuitable employee.
No, Shinya!
Now, I wouldn't go so far as to say that he will be punished. Rather, his recommendations will be denied for the foreseeable future.
Oh no!
And any attempt he makes to climb the ladder, so to speak, will be vehemently refused by
No!
the other executives.
That is insane!
Isn't that a bit extreme?
That is
All of
extreme.
that because of one temp employee that didn't show up for work?
That's the way these things go. I've seen it dozens of times. The reason I'm telling you this is because you should feel some sort of responsibility to apologize to Fujikawa.
I had no idea. Honestly,
Enough. This isn't an open discussion. Apologize to Fujikawa. and see if he will find it in his heart to forgive you. And please advise him to seek employment elsewhere. I don't foresee his career with us flourishing anytime soon.
Oh my god! What the heck?
That's all.
What the frick? Oh my god, worst case scenario, man. Kotomi abruptly exits the cubicle and leaves me alone, sitting in a stupid-looking green plastic chair. I take some time to compose my thoughts before also walking out. I don't know what to say to Shinya. I don't even know if I should say anything. Surely Kotomi is being a bit extreme and effectively halting Shinya's career at Temujin. It's all because I recommended Aoi for the job. I feel like an idiot, but how was I supposed to know that Aoi would prove unreliable? And still, it's far too extreme. Kotomi is out of line. Something else is at play here. I can feel it. Maybe Kotomi wants Shinya gone for her own reasons, but I can't imagine why. He's a junior employee and not exactly the type to step on anyone's toes and make enemies. I return to my desk in a bit of a huff and slump in my swivel chair. My eyes fall on the empty can of coffee next to my computer screen, and I begin to wish I'd purchased more than this one this morning. Glancing over the top of my screen, I can see that Tomoe still hasn't arrived. Maybe I'll have to wait until tomorrow for her to find the gift I left for her. I'm sure she'll love it. I don't enjoy my walk home through the park this evening as much as I normally do. There are too many things weighing on my mind. Aoi, Tomoe, Shinya, and Kotomi. Why is it that I'm increasingly finding myself drawn into office drama? I don't want to deal with any of it. I just want to pursue my own goals. Working at the office is a means to an end, a way to keep a roof over my head and have the money to achieve Corpse Girl's ambitions. If I could quit, I would, but I can't. Not just yet. I wonder if I could monetize Corpse Girl's services. Users could pay a fee to request stuff, or could you even just accept donations? But I get the sinking feeling that asking for money will reduce the amount of requests I get. The number of requests coming in is already depressingly low. If I reduce it any further, I'll be in trouble. As I draw closer to my apartment building, my phone cries out for attention. I bring it to my ear with a swift hand.
Aoi? Noriko.
You traitor! You traitor!
What's the deal? I've been trying to get in touch with you all day. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I couldn't bring myself to come into the office. Yeah, well, I gathered that. Tell me why. You know, just the stuff I normally have to deal with. For real? What are we talking about here? Stalkers? Or your own battles? I left the apartment twice. I really did. But I had to go back inside each time because it didn't feel right. I had to check a few things and then check again, and in the end, I gave up and laid in bed. I must have fallen asleep because when I looked at the time, it was already late.
I sigh angrily and hope that Aoi doesn't hear me.
Alright. It sounds like you had a rough day.
But you see, I kind of was thinking that actually, Isaro. So I have like a few theories actually, and it was like when I first found out that Aoi was friends with Noriko. So remember in the prologue when we were that blonde girl with the really long hair and the ponytail? The girl with the really long ponytail at the prologue, the only reason the girl from the prologue learned about Corpse Girl's website was because of Aoi. They ran into each other after the girl had lost her job. And she was really angry, so Aoi was like, hey, there's this site that, you know, if you really want to take revenge, and also let me know if it works. And then we find out that the three of them all went to the same high school together. So I already thought that Aoi was a little sussy because Aoi wanted to put someone on the list. That's why she wanted to know if it would work or not. So I think Aoi may be a little sussy, to be honest with you, but I'm not sure how sussy. She could have just been, you know, working with Corpse Girl and trying to get more people to the website. Or maybe the person that she's been wanting to kill this whole time is Noriko. But then again, I thought, because we learned more about Aoi, maybe the stalker that she has, that's also her family member. We don't know what family member, we just know he's a family member. And that's why she has trouble getting away or doing anything, because it's family. And she said she'll be disowned if she does anything. So I was thinking, yeah, it's her family, it's a family member that's stalking her. So I'm thinking that maybe the person she wanted to kill is the stalker. So I don't know, it could be two things. Either, because I think that she really does like Noriko, but as a friend, you know? But I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see.
I'm sorry, but the situation isn't great. I'm just going to be honest with you, okay? I don't think they'll be happy with you if you come in tomorrow. If I were you, I'd write a polite letter of resignation and just forget about the job. Shinya's been kind of thrown under the bus because of this. Shinya? Why? I'm not too sure myself. Since he got you the job, I suppose he was somewhat responsible for you. But because you didn't come in, it sounds like his career's in real jeopardy. Oh God. Oh no! Take a breath. You didn't know something like this would happen. I didn't either. I think this one exec has it out for him or something, because it's too much of an overreaction. I can't believe it. I never wanted to cost him his job. I know. You didn't mean for this to happen. Look, I'll try and smooth things out a little. I'll talk to Shinya tomorrow. You need to look after yourself right now, okay? Promise me you'll just take it easy tonight and relax. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw it, Isaro, but actually in the previous stream, there was a moment where Tomoe brought up Aoi, and Noriko went absolutely like mother bear on Tomoe for even bringing up Aoi's name. So Aoi means like a frick ton to Noriko. I'm not sure why, but yeah. So they do definitely have a relationship, like a really close relationship. That's why I'm thinking Aoi may just be working for her later on. I don't know.
Forget this ever happened. Noriko will look after everything.
Aww, see? Noriko loves her.
Thank you, Noriko. Okay, get some rest.
Yeah.
Talk to you soon, Aoi. Bye-bye.
I end the call with a heavy heart. I don't actually have any idea what to do. When it comes to Aoi, I always feel obligated to just tell her anything that will help her feel better. If I could actually follow through with my words and generally make things better for her, then... Hello! How are you? Go, go! Welcome in! Well, maybe we'd have a bit of a different relationship than we do now. But I probably missed my opportunity for that a long time ago. Yeah, also I think Nariko has a slight crush on Aoi. Not just like a loving friend thing, but a loving, like, love. In senior high school, I was never really truly understanding of her, and that cost me too much. Things are different now, of course. I've seen what she goes through. I'd like to think I understand her a lot more now. My feelings for her are true and not muddled in sympathy or pity. If this was a different life and I hadn't made all those stupid mistakes, I would be happy to be with her. But now, the best I can hope for is that she wants to remain friends with me, and that will have to be enough to satisfy me.
Yo.
That is not a voice I want to hear right now. That voice, a trickle of icy sweat drips down my spine. In the near distance, sitting on the bench close to the park's exit, is a easily recognizable figure.
Come here.
Oh, her outfit is so cute though. Today, anyway. Her outfit is super cute. I freeze in my tracks. My body wants to keep walking to reach the familiar safety of my home, but my brain is engaging it. It's fight or flight mode. Torn between two options, I find myself completely stationary.
Come on, I won't hurt you.
Are you sure? You've slapped me twice already.
Tomoe.
There's no doubt in my mind that she's been waiting for me here all afternoon. She knows my route home. That's obvious since I last encountered her and Shinya in this very same park. I can't help but tense up as she leaps off the bench and approaches
You're into weird
me.
shit, right? Like occult stuff.
Eh?
Maybe? Is that what you came here to ask me? Nah, just listen, Kay. I wanted the opinion of someone freakier than me.
She really knows how to flatter a girl.
It's kind of dumb, you know, but have you heard of that Corpse Girl website thing?
I'm starting to think Tomoe really didn't put our name in Corpse Girl's site. This is really fishy. If it wasn't her, then who was it? Who does she think she is talking to? More importantly, how should I respond?
I've heard rumors. Yeah, right? I heard rumors too, so I checked it out.
I don't know.
I thought the whole thing was really funny. Like, could it be for real? Anyway, maybe I kinda used
It was her!
stuff.
It was her!
Is that so?
It was her. It was her! She just admitted to it! Tomoe has pretty much straight up admitted that she was the one who requested my death. After all, I know exactly how many requests come through the site. The latest one had to have been from her.
Yeah, and, well, you know how the site works, right? Fill me in.
We're playing dumb.
All you do is put in a photo of a bitch and her phone number. Then she's supposed to drop dead. Simple as that.
Okay.
Thing is, no one knows how it works. Or if it works, actually.
Right. Okay, so you requested somebody's death, and what happened?
Well,
This is it. This is where she admits that she uploaded my photo. It wasn't her! It wasn't her! She uploaded someone else's photo, I have a feeling. I've caught her red-handed.
you see, the dumb bitch went and died.
It wasn't her. She requested someone else's death. I blinked a few times. I'm positive I didn't hear that right.
What did you say?
The chick whose photo I uploaded. She's deader than a doorknob.
Who is Tomoe referring to? My mind is racing frantically, scanning through the list of Corpse Girl's victims over the past few months. The only people who have died recently are Akane Tsurumaki and Iichi Hanada. Tomoe is talking about a female, so that rules out Iichi. Then there's Ruri Hatano. She died such a long time ago. Last year, in fact. Surely Tomoe wasn't the one who requested her death. It was way too long ago for her to be bringing it up now. That leads me to believe that the only person Tomoe could be talking about is Akane Tsurumaki. Or has somebody else died? Somebody I never found out about? That's impossible. I've been so thorough in searching for the results of my work. The only victim that Tomoe could be talking about is Akane. But wait, no, that still can't be right. Tomoe requested my death. Tomoe uploaded my photo to Corpse Girl's website just recently. I take a deep breath, swallow hard, and open my mouth.
Tomoe, what you're saying is really serious. Are you sure this person died?
Yep, no doubt. And that's what I wanted to talk to you about. If you're good with this occult junk, how do you think she died from a website? Do you reckon my request really killed her? Cause I don't really want this shit on my conscience, you know?
Aw, so she's actually a better person than we are. Alright, Tomoe, I respect you a little bit more.
I don't know what to say.
Come on. I was only really joking around with the website. Didn't think for a second that it could really work.
I mean, she's not a great person, but I mean, the fact that it would weigh on her conscience. Do you think any of the deaths have weighed on Noriko's conscience? No, in fact, they turn her on. So she's already a better person than Noriko. I'm not saying she's like the best person or like she's a good person. I'm just saying she's better than Noriko.
But now, this bitch is cold in the ground, and I can't sleep at night. Keeping Shinya close is the only thing making me calm lately.
Tomoe seems to be showing a little remorse, which I didn't think she had in her. If she thought the website was a joke, then fair enough. It's only natural that she'd want to play around with it. Then again, I'm kind of offended that she figured the whole thing was fake. Corpse Girl had worked too damn hard to be considered a joke. But I want to get to the bottom of this. I need to find out whose death Tomoe requested. And more importantly, the question of who requested my own death remains unanswered.
Tomoe, what's the name of the person you requested to die?
Right, hold on, I really gotta pee. I've been drinking so much water. I'll be right back!
Her name?
Okay. I'm back! Hello! See you! Don't bonk
It was
me.
that skank from our office, Akane Surumaki.
Oh! Okay, so it was Akane. I see. Akane Tsurumaki. Sure enough, she's well and truly dead. Tomoe isn't wrong in believing that the website killed Akane. Tomoe once posted on Noise about wanting to try the website, and she was waiting to find someone to try it on. If I recall correctly, the request for Akane's death came through Corpse Girl's website, shortly after I read that post. Perhaps Tomoe made the request on the very same day. So then, Tomoe was the one responsible. Back and bonked. I assumed the person who requested Akane's death was someone in our office, but I never figured it would be a junior data entry temp like Tomoe. How did Tomoe even know Akane? I can't even know I can't see how their paths would have crossed in such a large office building.
Yo, Psycho, you in there?
I snap out of my thoughts and meet Tomoe's dead-eyed gaze.
Your professional opinion? Can a website really kill someone?
I'm torn between giving two replies. I could state that I believe the website worked and therefore help increase Corpse Girl's credibility, or I could play it safe and make sure I'm not suspected of any involvement. Coward that I am, I decide to play it safe.
No, absolutely not. A website can't kill someone.
Yeah, I figured. Guess it's just a coincidence that she died. You reckon I'm not guilty then? I didn't really want the bitch dead anyway. I was just mucking around.
Yeah, you're not guilty.
Thank
Guilty!
God.
Guilty!
It's a real weight
Guilty!
off my elbows, you know? I sure as shit won't mess around with sites like that again, though. I'm gonna play it real straight from now on. I gotta get my life together. I got a man to look after now.
Aww, okay, they're kind of cute. They're kind of cute. Kind of.
Right, well,
Kind of.
good luck with that. I need to get home.
All I want right now is to get back and figure out who the hell uploaded a photo of me to the website. My mind is reeling and I'm not in the right headspace to listen to Tomoe's dribble any longer.
For what it's worth, which ain't much. Thanks. Thanks for putting my mind at ease.
Aww. You're
I
welcome.
know we ain't always seen eye to eye, and... well, nah. That's about it for now.
For a fleeting moment, I imagined that she was about to apologize for assaulting me last week. That possibility disappeared from my mind almost as soon as it had appeared.
See you tomorrow.
She waves, almost sheepishly, and wanders back through the park in the direction that I came from. Right, time to go home. I can't relax until I know who requested my death. If it wasn't Tomoe, then this situation could be a lot more serious than I originally thought. If it wasn't because of my petty squabbles with her, then someone really wants me dead. Who? I can't sleep. It must be past 3 a.m. Countless hours have passed since I started trying to figure out who requested my death. I've run through every possible candidate and their potential reasons 1,000 times. I've replayed every encounter I've ever had with every person I've ever met, and I'm drawing a blank. I don't know who wants me dead. I'm not so vain to think that everybody likes me. I'm sure a hell of a lot of people don't like me very much. But does anyone not like me enough to want me dead? To nominate me for Corpse Girl? To claim as her prey? I take little solace in the fact that my life isn't actually in danger. Corpse Girl's victims are only brought low by my hand. Though my convictions are strong and I never refused a request, taking my own life is absolutely out of the question. This is the one and only request I'll ever refuse, and it's not for the sake of my own life, but rather for the sake of Corpse Girl's continued existence I will not let her die and be buried with me. However, now that I've eaten of the knowledge that somebody genuinely wants me dead, I can't cure my upset stomach. No amount of mental reassurance will quell the sickness rising inside of me. Oh, thank you for the headbutt! Thank you! Thank you! The top candidates are, of course, those closest to me. I've crossed Tomoe off the list. Her relief and knowing Akane Tsunomaki's death wasn't her fault convinced me that she wouldn't make the mistake of messing with the website twice. Add to the fact that she came to me for reassurance, well, it's safe to say that she's not the person I'm looking for. So that leaves the people I deal with on a daily basis. Aoi Sato, my best friend since junior high, and the first person I ever fell for. She rejected me gracefully during senior high, so gracefully that we still remain friends to this day. Would she want me dead? It's doubtful. She wouldn't even report her stalker, a guy who she is apparently related to the police because she didn't want him arrested. Then there's Shinya Fujikawa, another acquaintance from school, and now my coworker. He has even gone so far as to call us friends now that we're connected on noise. I've never been romantically interested in him, but I was under the false impression that he had feelings for me. He's a wannabe detective, but he doesn't have the competence to follow in his father's footsteps. He doesn't strike me as the type to want somebody dead, let alone to go through with requesting somebody's death. Still, quiet, guarded people like him can really surprise you. When you take those three out of the equation, the people I deal with daily are very few. There are the higher-ups and execs at work like Kotomi Ida, but our dealings are so short and simple that I'm sure I barely even register on their radar. If I extend my list of candidates to include people that I don't deal with regularly, but who are technically still part of my life, then the list gets a little more interesting and harder to narrow down. Kenji and Momo Okawa, the father and daughter living in my apartment building. They're sweet, kind, and considerate. Couldn't imagine they'd want to kill me unless I'm really using up too much of their internet bandwidth and they just can't take it anymore. There's my older sister, of course, Yuriko Kurosawa. We haven't talked in over a year at least. So we do have a sister! She's scum, but probably not the type to randomly elect her own sister for death. Probably. She's on parole, and I have to believe she wouldn't do anything to jeopardize her freedom. And there's Mother. Mother?! Asuna Kurosawa. She's simply not in a position to submit my details to Corpse Girl's website. My struggling brain can't think of anyone else currently in my life. I have a very small social circle. It's true, all the people that fill my noise newsfeed have either already been named on this list, or they are from such a small, long ago part of my life that they wouldn't even remember I exist anymore. And then suddenly, without warning, a face pops into my mind with startling clarity. The guy from the library. Kojiro, was it? Kojiro with no surname. He was bizarre, eccentric. Didn't seem like the type of person that gets outside much. Kind of like me, I suppose. His eyes were so clear, it was unnerving. They say the eyes of the window are the window to the soul, but I couldn't see anything of substance through his lenses. Out of everyone I've mentally listed, he seems like the person most capable of taking someone's life. That's a biased opinion based on little to no knowledge of him. It's just the impression he gives. However, I have to ask myself, would he want me dead? Me? A person he met one time at the library? In addition, the photo of me that was uploaded to my website was from Temujin's corporate system. It's the very same picture that I wear on my ID tag. How would Kojiro have access to it? If he was going to upload a photo of me, he would have found my noise profile and used an image from one of my albums. There aren't too many photos of me on there, but there are enough to identify me. The guy is suspicious, but I don't think he's the one I'm looking for. Yet, I can't get his face out of my mind. On a whim, I snatch up my phone from beside me and unlock the screen. The bright light shines like a beacon in the darkness and merely blinds me as I squint and navigate to the noise app. Kojiro. He told me his noise tag, didn't he? If I can remember it, it'll save me the hassle of having to look through hundreds of profiles of the same name just to find him. What was it? At Kojiro? No, too simple. Koji something. I start to type different variations until an auto-predicted result pops up. Koji. That's the one! I tap the result and instantly arrive at his profile. The info in his About Me section is pretty vague, but judging by the display photo, I'm certain this is the right guy. Koji. Just your average guy, taking my days one at a time. Introvert, antisocial, anti-establishment, anti-everything. Lol. I like peanut butter though. Okay. I scroll through his feed and see that he hasn't posted anything for quite some time. His most recent post is from about a year ago, and it's just an updated version of his display picture where he has cropped out a woman's face and body so the focus is just on him. I open up a direct message to him and start typing. Hey, is this Kojiro from the library? It's Noriko. Kuresawa. Since it's past 3 AM, I'm not expecting a reply until I instantly receive a message in response. Hi, late night. You replied so quickly. I swallow and gather the nerve to ask him what's on my mind. Yes, I can't sleep. Have you heard of Corpse Girl's website? The screen states that he's currently typing a message, but then the notification simply disappears and no message comes through. Is he ignoring me? Then... yes. So he does know about the website. The question is, was he already familiar with it, or did he just look it up after I mentioned it? What are your thoughts? Is it real? Yes, love it. Big fan. I see. Me too. Have you used it? No, well, no, not yet. Don't hate anyone enough. It's hard to get a sense of his emotions through his replies. I can't tell if he's being sincere or not. Wait, have you used it? Tell me. Tell me details. Does it work? No, I haven't used it, but it's popular in my office. I don't know why I wrote that, or why I ended the message with a question mark. I shake my head and wait for a response. Okay, let me know if you use it. It might work for me. Might work for me? What is that? What does he mean by that? Work? Yes, I store cadavers, dispose of later. I don't understand. Hospital morgue, storage and disposal. He works in a morgue? Okay, so I didn't mention this theory, but I'm pretty sure that this theory is right. So Kojiro is kind of like on like the main character list. So I had the idea, cause listen here. In the prologue with the blonde girl with the long ponytail, I forgot her name. But before she died, she saw the corpse of her own body. She didn't just see a picture of her body, she saw the actual corpse of her own body. So when we met Kojiro, I had a feeling that he would probably be a partner in crime to Noriko. And now that I know that he works with cadavers, I'm more than certain that he is working with her. Or at least begins to work with her. I noticed a strange smell on his clothes when we met, and now it makes sense. I gag a little and suppress the urge to vomit. Y'all, you're up to shenanigans? What are you up to? What are you up to? So if someone dies, they get sent to you? Even for like suicides and murderers? And murders? Yes, all sorts. Worst are crash victims, have to mix and match limbs. Have you ever received a victim of Quartz Girl's website? Impossible to know. Maybe. Who can say? Have a name? A name. Can you look up the names of bodies he's received? Can you look up such a thing? Yes, cadavers are ID'd, mostly. Know a victim? Should I ask? Well, doing so put me under suspicion of being associated with Corpse Girl. Aw, that's so cute! Hello? I can look now, at work. I start to nervously bite my fingernails. I know that I won't gain anything from finding out if he's dealt with any of the victims, but morbid curiosity tends to get the better of me. Sometimes I just have to know. Akane Tsurumaki. Okay, 1 second. No. Correct spelling? Got an M Tsurumaki and Akane Tsurumi. That's not right. Close enough. Okay, more names. Ichi Hanada. 1 sec. Yes, crash victim. Bad. I remember him. He's still here, actually. I can't believe what I'm reading. Aichi Hanada ended up at Kojito's morgue and he's still there? Really? How long do you store bodies? Depends. Up to 2 days for autopsy. No autopsy for him, no need. So he just sits here, cold chamber number 31 BB. If family don't collect, then cremation. Is cremation what you mean by disposal? Don't bonk me! No! Yes, mostly. Friend of yours? Not exactly. But he's Corpse Girl's victim. You said so. Well, I don't know. You said so. Interesting. I'll look at him again. Really, there's no need for that. It's okay. I won't tell. How did you do it? He's already figured it out?! I swallow hard. What does he mean? Hello? How did I do what? How did you kill him? Oh, S-word. I've messed up. He knows. Kojiro has figured out who I am. Yeah, we kind of already knew that. No, we're not gonna kill him. He's probably gonna work with us. In a panic, I slam my phone down. I can hear the constant vibration against the bed as Kojiro continues to message me. S-word! S-word, 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 S-word! What do I do? Can I make something up to convince him that I'm not the one responsible for Yiichi's death? Will he even buy it? By not responding to him straight away, I've probably inadvertently proven my own guilt. I pick up my phone between my trembling thumb and forefinger. I hold it delicately, as though it has suddenly become some sort of evidence that I don't want covered in my fingerprints. In a way, that's completely true. I stare at the messages from Kojiro. Hey. Hey. You there? Hello? I better reply. I have to say something. Maybe it can throw him off my trail. I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't kill anyone. Not exactly a lie. Yes, true. Corpse Girl killed him. No name entry on Corpse Girl's website. But you knew his name, and you knew he died. Ergo, you requested his death. Wait, this is good. This is far better than him believing I'm Corpse Girl. He thinks I'm just some fan of the website that submitted a request. I have to run with this. I can't let him know the actual truth. Okay, you got me. I used the website to request his death. Ha! Wow, mad. So the site is real. Amazing. Oh, hello! Go, how are you? Thank you for the hi, Jay. Thank you. So the site is real. Amazing. This is exciting. Are you happy he's dead? I decided to take a leaf out of Tomoe's book and act more innocent than I really am. Not really. I just made the request on a whim to see what would happen. I didn't think it would really work. Well, so you didn't hate the guy? Ichi? No, I never even met him. Just found his photo on the internet. Incredible. Corpse Girl kills with just a photo. It doesn't even need a name. No wonder how many other Vics I've got here. LOL. Have to go. Clocking off soon. Talk later. Ah! Oh, I just hit my elbow on my desk. Ow! No! Okay. Kojito's status immediately changed to offline. I breathe a sigh of relief. I think he bought the lie. Surely I'm in the clear. But this whole conversation was an exercise in stupidity. I nearly shot myself in the foot because of my own insatiable curiosity. That is not what I get. What do you mean? What do you mean? I shouldn't have contacted Kojito at all. The only positive thing to come out of this is learning that Kojito works at a hospital morgue. I could potentially take advantage of this, but my sleep-deprived brain can't work out how. Well, I can dwell on that later. For now, I really need sleep. June 2nd, Tuesday morning. Alright, let's see again. My alarm erupts with a shrieking scream and scares me awake. My eyes don't open immediately, and instead I find myself tossing and turning, trying to bury my face in my pillow. I can't have more than 2 hours of sleep, and now it's already time to get up and go to work. I can't have had. Okay, sorry, I read that a little wrong. How the hell am I going to function today? I drag my heavy body from the bed and slide into the pair of slippers resting on the floor. With a yawn and a stretch, I leave my bedroom. I stand in the kitchenette connecting to the living room for a few moments, completely absent-minded. I open the refrigerator and stare blankly at the dismal contents. A small tub of peach yogurt sits on the top shelf, and a half-empty jug of oolong tea rests at the bottom. I grab the yogurt and peel off the lid. Without even fetching a spoon, I simply pour a little into my mouth. I consume about half of the tiny portion and wipe my mouth before throwing the leftovers in the trash can. That will be enough to spike my energy for the morning. When you normally run on an empty stomach, any amount of calories can work as a pick-me-up. I make a mental note to collect 2 or 3 cans of coffee from the convenience store on my way to work. They should carry me through the rest of the day. Every morning, the rest of the early morning is spent applying makeup and getting dressed. I'm out the door at the same time as every other day. To stop myself from nodding off at my desk, I decide to rearrange my personal effects. Having something to focus on is a great way to fight off sleep. Unlike the other employees here, I don't tend to keep too much at my workspace, yet I still manage to feel cluttered somehow. Guys? Did she take the photo out of Tomoe's drawer? I think we're in trouble. Next to my computer monitor are 3 little figurines that I have collected from toy capsule machines. They're a set of anthropomorphic coffee cans that were released as a promotional campaign for my favorite coffee brand. Each figure is about the size of my thumb. They're cute little things, and when you put a coin into the capsule machine, you never know which character you're gonna get. So far, I've managed to collect Captain Cafe Ola, Lieutenant Long Black, and Madame Macchiato. If I remember correctly, there are 2 more I still need to get. But the capsule machines seem to be out of rotation now, since they've been replaced with a different series of toys. If I ever want to collect the remaining figures, I'll probably need to buy them online. Oh well, I'm not super invested in having to collect them all. I give each tiny figure a bit of a dusting and set them back up to my monitor so they are all standing up straight and facing forward. Satisfied that they are tidy, I look to the small tray of drawers that sit on the other side of my monitor. I mainly just store papers and office memos in them. They're not really big enough to hold anything much larger than documents. I rummage through the drawers and discard a few old notices that aren't really relevant anymore. When I'm done, I file away a couple of loose papers that have been fluttering around my desk for the last week. With that complete, I straighten up my keyboard so it's parallel with my mouse pad. I give the keyboard a thorough dusting and lean back in my chair to admire my work. The desk looks much nicer now. A clean workspace invites a clearer state of mind. Or so my coworkers would have me believe. Maybe I'll buy into that a little bit, now that I can see the effects for myself. The corner of my eye catches a glimpse of blonde hair, and I turn to watch Tomoe enter the office. She nods at Shinya as she walks by his desk and continues nonchalantly towards her own workspace. Since her desk is in my line of sight, I have the perfect vantage point to watch her put her belongings down and take a seat. I feel a sudden stirring of excitement as she sits down. It's almost as if I'm anticipating something to happen. Something supposed to happen with Tomoe today? Have I forgotten something important? My tired mind can't focus on those thoughts. I try to ignore the mild surge of adrenaline that started pulsing through me when she took her seat. I distract myself by starting up my computer and looking over the list of today's tasks. It looks as though I need to correct a few entries I uploaded to the company server yesterday. In my previously distracted state, it's possible I made a few typographical errors. That's fair enough. I'll get to work on correcting the data. I open a few programs and listen to the whirring of my computer tower, nearly drowned in the clamor of the office environment. The next sound I hear eclipses the noise of the computer and the office completely and absolutely. A terrified shriek slices through the air like a knife, leaving a deathly ringing silence in its wake. I scramble to my feet purely out of instinct, scanning for the source of the scream. I don't have to look very far before my eyes fall upon a distressed Tomoe, kneeling on the floor and clutching her face. She is on the ground next to her desk, staring down unblinkingly, her fingers white from the strain of clawing at her own head. In the sudden chaos of people rushing to her side, I somehow managed to notice that one of her drawers on her desk is wide open. An open drawer? As tired and exhausted as I am, the significance of the open drawer isn't lost on me. I immediately realized why my body subconsciously felt excited when Tomoe came into the office this morning. I left something in her desk drawer, something I wanted her to find. Yesterday's obsession with discovering the identity of the one who requested my death caused me to forget my rebellious strike against Tomoe. I left something in her drawer yesterday, thinking she was the one who submitted my photo to the website. Then she didn't come into work, and it completely slipped my mind. After she confessed to requesting Akane Tsunumaki's death, I erased my suspicion of her from the one who targeted me, but I didn't remove the item from her drawer. I'm in deep, deep S-word now. Before I can even lurch forward from behind my desk, Tomoe turns her head and to face me. Her cold, grim eyes lock onto mine, refusing to let go. A trickle of crimson blood seeps from her scalp where her fingernails pierced her skin during her panic scream. Swallowing my nervousness, I break eye contact with her and stare down at the flat object that was the focus of her outcry. It's a familiar photograph, a printed image on glossy paper, traditional, old school, and just as effective as I had hoped. Though I can't make out all the detail from this distance, the composition of the photo doesn't elude my memory. It depicts my very own corpse toppled backwards over a tombstone. A bloody slash traces across my neck, a laceration lines my stomach, and a knife protrudes from my breast. My black hair is a tangled mess, my dark eyeliner smeared and smudged. The grimace on my face is the unmistakable mask of my death. Noriko Kurosawa, stoic and unflinching in death. Noriko Kurosawa, dead atop a random tombstone in some nameless cemetery. A bizarre yet ultimately unremarkable way to die. It suits me perfectly. I'm proud of the work that went into this photo. The objective was to punish Tomoe for requesting my death, to create a work of art so horrific that she would beg for forgiveness until she found me, still breathing. But the scene playing out before me is unlike anything I had imagined. Tomoe's face is scrunched up with hatred, the veins in her forehead threatening to burst and shower the office with her sanguine gore at any given second. Whether or not she thinks this is some sick prank is beyond my knowledge. All I can decipher from her expression is that she is likely to strangle me given the opportunity. But perhaps I'm jumping ahead of myself. Why do I automatically assume that she believes I'm guilty of putting the photo in her drawer? I mean, aren't I the victim in the image? Perhaps she actually...
Who the fuck is responsible for this?
She howls like a wounded animal, a battered and beaten pup backed into a corner. Clutching the photo now torn from her bloodied fingernails, she stands and plants her feet firmly on the floor, steadfast, stern, resolute, a bulwark of immovable fury. All eyes are upon her. The bleached blonde gal girl with an antagonizing attitude is the center of attention in the office.
This photo is disgusting! Absolutely sick! Who made it?
From the confused and puzzled faces of the 20 or so employees huddled around, it's obvious that no one really knows what Tomoe is talking about. The photo is small, and with her clutching it tightly and waving it around frantically, it's impossible for anyone to make out the detail. I'm bold enough to assume that no one else has managed to properly glimpse it yet. And maybe I can prevent our coworkers from getting a closer look if I act fast. I dart out from behind my desk and approach Tomoe. Tomoe aggressively thrusts the photo towards me. I take a cursory look at it and gasp loudly to add credibility to my acting. Adopting a fake countenance of shock, I grab Tomoe by the shoulder and pull her close. I bow my head against hers, so we stand intimately in the middle of the crowd, forehead to forehead, our eyes fixated on one another. I hope my beating heart isn't loud enough for Tomoe to notice as we stand against each other. I whisper softly, my pulse quickening as I try to make my words sound urgent and confident rather than broken and anxious.
Come with me. I need to talk to you.
Tomoe tenses and stiffens, but she murmurs something that sounds like an agreement. I pull away from her and grab her wrist to lead her out of the office. We exit from the throng of onlookers, scratching their heads, and dart toward the elevator. Shinya says nothing as we pass him. He just looks on with a pale face. Did he see the photo? The elevator ride down is silent and awkward, but eventually the doors open to reveal the ground floor lobby. We weave between the scattered couches and sculptures, making a frantic dash for the exit. It's where she slapped me! We finally emerge outside into the brisk morning air. Trying too hard to catch my breath, I notice that Tomoe isn't nearly as exhausted as I am. I want to chalk up my wheezing condition to a lack of sleep, but I know it's just an excuse for my poor physical fitness. Tomoe is still holding the photo in her hand. She looks at it once more in disgust, then faces me with one hand on her hip.
You want to tell me what the fuck this is?
Look, it's difficult to explain, but I'll try my best.
I want to find out who planted this in my drawer! Look at this!
She thrusts the photo at me once again. She uses the point of her thumb to indicate the timestamp printed at the bottom of the image.
It's got yesterday's date on it. A photo of your dead body, as if you've already been killed. But here you stand.
Sure enough, the photo bears yesterday's date. The time states 9:06 p.m. I marked it as such when I was under the belief that Tomoe would find it yesterday morning. I wanted her to anxiously wait out the day until my death accompanied the rising moon. Since that didn't go down the way I planned, the confusion on Tomoe's face is now self-explanatory.
I just can't believe that corpse girl wants you dead.
What did she say?
Huh? This is just like what happened to Akane Tsurumaki when I requested her death. The police found a photo of her own dead body on her phone when they investigated how she died.
What? Is this public knowledge? How did I not know this?
And now you've got a similar photo. Does that mean Corpse Girl is trying to kill ya? But it doesn't make sense. It's already past the time it says here. And why was the photo in my desk drawer? What do I gotta do with it?
Well, she could just make the excuse that maybe Corpse Girl thought that her desk was there? I'm still reeling from the information about Akane Tsurumaki. The police discovered the corpse photo on her phone. Of course they did. Of course they would investigate her death. It was foolish of me to assume the photo wouldn't come to light. Tomoe grits her teeth and tenderly touches a finger to the bloody cut on her scalp. The place her fingernails slashed in anguish. She looks at her fingertip in revulsion and sighs.
Look, maybe it's my fault that Akane Tsurumaki ended up down the well.
Okay, BRB, so... BRB, so... Okay. Okay, see you soon, Isabel. I was just... I'm I'm so into reading the visual novel that I was like reading the chat out loud.
The least I can do is make sure that the fucking corpse girl doesn't come to get you as well.
Aww. Hold on, hold on. Okay, sorry about that. I had a cough.
You ain't my friend or nothing, but sluts gotta stick it out together, right? I don't want another cold bitch on my conscience.
Okay. I feel like these are the most touching words Tomoe can string together. I'm somewhat flattered that she wants to protect me.
Tomoe, you don't have to do anything.
Yeah, I kinda do, you know? You comforted me a little when I came to you about the dead skank. Made me feel like I wasn't totally to blame, yeah? You might not be as much of a psycho as I thought. Might be a heart beating behind that flat chest.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Thanks.
Unexpectedly, the brash and brazen girl beams at me brightly.
I'm putting you under 24-hour surveillance. Corpse Girl's gonna have to crack my skull open before she goes sticking her fingers into yours.
Dang! You got a
Tomoe,
bodyguard.
really, that's not necessary.
We got a bodyguard. I can't figure out a way to convey that I'm not actually in any danger. Well, immediate danger at any rate. It's true that there is someone out there who wants me dead, badly enough to have requested it through the website. But as far as the threat of Corpse Girl coming to get me goes, I'm perfectly safe. Tomoe says that she will be our protector. She wants us under 24-hour surveillance, and she says that if Corpse Girl wants to get to Noriko, she has to go through her. So that was actually kind of cute. I resign myself to simply staring blankly at Tomoe, the girl I hold so much disdain for. I know I should choose my next words carefully. Tomoe is prone to violent outbursts at even the best of times. Yeah, she's like a oh, crap. We have another choice. No, I don't want to make another mistake. Well, then again, I don't know if that was particularly a mistake, our last choice. Okay, kiddo. Good night, good night. Sleep well, sleep well. Have sweet dreams, have sweet dreams. Go, go. I know I should choose my next words carefully. Okay, yeah, okay. So I need you to I don't need you to protect me. F off. Thanks, but I'll be fine on my own. I'd feel better with you looking after me. We have 3 choices right now. What the frick do we do? I definitely don't want to say I don't need you to protect me. F off. But at the same time, I also really... I feel like if we let her too close, she's gonna find out, and she's... Thanks, but I'll be fine on my own.
Thanks, but I'll be fine on my own.
Nah, that's bull. You're a delicate little thing, so it's up to me to look after you.
I'm a delicate little thing! Aw. Okay, okay.
Seriously, I'll be okay. I don't think Corpse Girl is going to come after me.
Oh yeah? And what makes you so sure?
It's a long story. But look, you said it yourself. The time and date on the photo have already passed, right?
Huh? Oh, yeah. Guess so. But so what?
Well, I can't imagine someone coming to kill me now. I mean, the corpse in the photo is clearly dead at 9:06 p.m. last night. But I'm standing right in front of you. I'm pretty alive right now.
You're not really convincing me. I mean, I don't totally believe this corpse girl person really exists, but still. Something or other killed Akane Tsurumaki. Pretty sure it wasn't suicide, what with the photo and all. So, since you got one of them photos too, I think it's best we hang. At least for a day. Let me keep you safe.
Okay, okay. We'll let her.
You're really stubborn, you know that?
We'll let her. She's finally starting to become a slightly better person, and I don't want that to stop.
Oh yeah, but I've been called worse.
Oh, I'm sure you have, Tomoe. I'm sure you have.
Why'd you think the photo was in my drawer? Did Corpse Girl get her desks mixed up? And like, shouldn't it have just been texted to you?
I don't know.
Ugh, this shit really fucks with my head. Let's just get back to work, yeah?
Tomoe turns to head back into the building, but stops short. She faces me and hands me the photo.
Here. Better you have it than me.
She enters the office and leaves me standing in the cool morning air. Looking down at the photo, it seems pretty clear that it's me in the image. I suppose it would be best to delete this evidence. I shred the photo carefully, making sure to completely destroy any of my defining features in the image. With the photo completely ripped beyond recognition, I tossed it into a nearby bin and entered the office building. No! You should have actually shredded it, You should have burned it! You should have burned it! What if someone finds it? And tries to do Corpse Girl to you. Burn it! Burn it! Why is she not thinking? Why is she not thinking? After dealing with Tomoe, the rest of the day goes by without incident. I'm thankful, mainly due to how exhausted I am from lack of sleep. When I finally get home, I crash on the couch and watch the sun vanish from the sky. It's late, but I can still make the most of the night if I pull myself up from the couch. With great effort, I manage to stand and then make my way to the kitchen to brew a cup of tea. The tummy moments in the best hour. I mean, I can't really blame her. I mean, she got... The person she thought who requested her death was Tomoe. And when she met Tomoe in the park, it was obvious it wasn't Tomoe. So it's been weighing on her mind. Who wants her dead? Who wants her dead? So she was up really late last night. And so she's not like in the best mind right now because she's so sleep deprived. And honestly, anyone who's sleep deprived can make huge mistakes and not think 100% clearly. So they are dummy moments, but I can't necessarily blame her. In my mind, I run through a list of things I should do during my free time tonight. I could check my website requests, take a bath, or maybe get back to reading Strange Flower. Whatever I end up doing, I'm just relieved the day is over. With a steaming cup of green tea in hand, I retreat to my room and leave the outside world to continue turning without me. June 3rd, Wednesday morning. Alright, let's save really quick. Okay, another dull morning in the office. The chatter of people talking on the phone, the humming of the air conditioner, the tapping of fingers against keyboards. If I didn't have music to drown out the white noise, I'd probably go mad from being exposed to it every day. I don't know how everyone else deals with it. Thanks to a good night's rest, I've been able to work diligently so far. I've completed a few tasks already, but there is still a lot more work to do. As I continue to pulverize my keyboard with thin, brittle fingers, I look out over the office floor to see who is around. Shinya sits at his desk, his expression scrunched up in concentration, and he absentmindedly scratches his face with the blunt end of a pen. We have yet to apologize to Shinya! We have yet to apologize to him. We still have to apologize to him. Noriko! Go apologize! Turning my gaze, I observe the back of Tomoe's head as she works attentively at her computer. She hasn't said anything to me since we arrived at the office this morning. Because I now know that she's not the only one who requested my... No! Blah, 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 blah. Let me repeat that. Let me redo that. Because I now know that she is not the one who requested my death, I feel more at ease around her. And with the photo of my own corpse destroyed, I can put yesterday's unplanned events behind me. Can you? I need to be more careful in the future. Forgetting that I planted a photo like that in Tomoe's desk drawer was an oversight I can't afford to repeat. I need to be clever, calculated, cunning. Corpse Girl's ambitions require me to be at peak performance at all times. I can't go messing up like that again. I'm lucky that no one else was dragged into this whole mess. Imagine if I did something so stupid when trying to kill a real victim. I would have ruined the entire operation. Taking a deep breath, I clap my cheek softly with both hands. From now on, I'm going to truly focus when carrying out my plans. All I need to do is wait for the next victim to come through the website. I'm ready for it. Finding out the identity of whoever requested my own death shouldn't be my top priority. I'm immune to Corpse Girl's wrath, of course, so unless someone decides to come at me with a knife, I'm perfectly safe. I'll check the website request this evening as soon as I get home. It's too risky to try and access it while at work. With newfound resolve, I nod to myself and look ahead to the end of the day. The flickering notification on my laptop screen prompts a wicked grin to split my face in two. One new request. I don't waste any time before opening up the details of the request. My heart begins to pound, and I feel the welcome rush of adrenaline flooding through my body. Request details. Today, 10:55 a.m. Victim's phone. Downloading image attachment. My eyes widen at the sight of the uploaded photo. Two people. Two identical women. I was thinking about that. I was like, they look like siblings. They have the same exact eyes. They have slightly different hair, though. Twins? Identical twins at that. The woman on the left is circled in red. She is obviously the requested victim, but without knowing them personally, it's impossible to distinguish between the two. They both have the same stunning features, lustrous hair, and contagious smiles. This truly is an interesting request. I immediately jumped to the conclusion that one twin wants the other dead. That's not the only possibility, but I'd like to think it's the case. It makes it exciting. It really makes it... That makes it exciting, Noriko? You're crazy. She's crazy. This type of request only serves to reinforce my resolve. I can't wait to start gouging out the victim's eyes. She will leave behind a truly beautiful corpse. As I wait for my secret weapon, the database of deceased to load up, my phone tingles beside me on the couch. It's a noise message from none other than Kojiro. Hey, you there. About last time. Hi. Hey, that guy, Ichi Yanada, gone today. Is that so? Where did he go? Cremated. Family didn't collect him. Limited space, you know how it is. I don't quite know how Kojiro decided to tell me that. I don't quite know why Kojiro decided to tell me this. I suppose he still thinks I requested Ichi's death, so... I see. Okay, Sorrel. Good night, good night. Have a good sleep. Have a good sleep. Sweet dreams. Go. Thank you for coming. I say more names? What? Want me to look up more names? Corpse Girl victims? Sorry. I don't have any more names for you. Shame. Tell me if you request more deaths. Oh, and do you know her identity? Who, Corpse Girl? Yes. No, sorry. I don't know who she is. Okay. Is it you? He knows. Jeez, are we back to this again? No, it's not me. I'm not as clever as all that. Okay. How does she kill? I'm not sure. No! No blank! Thank you, thank you. Bye-bye, I will go sleep. Good night. Sleep well, Israel. Sleep well. Okay. What do you know? LOL. All I know is that the victim receives a photo of their own corpse before they die. Everyone knows that. My dog knows that. It's her calling card. You had a request fulfilled. Tell me more. I don't know what else to tell you. Lame. Okay. By the way, I saw the photo. I knew it! I knew it! I told you! I told you someone would find the photo! I told you! What photo? Oh, that photo. Okay. Ichi Hanada, photo on his phone. The calling card. Okay, so that's what he's talking about. I got so scared for a second. Huh? How did Kojiro see it? Sure, he deals with dead bodies, but surely personal possessions are removed from the deceased before they enter the morgue. I need to play it cool here and not invite any more suspicion of myself. Are you talking about the photo that Corpse Girl supposedly sends her victims? Yes. Funny thing, was definitely the guy. The photo didn't match cause of death. The photo didn't match the cause of death. I remember crafting Ichi Hanada's photo, of course. It wasn't all that long ago. I used the base image of a corpse with dismembered legs hanging over a power line. It was a memorable image, after all. It made a fearsome sight, but it's not something that could be easily replicated by suicide, or by murder for that matter. So I never really expected Ichi to wind up looking like the photo. From what I read in the obituary, he died in a traffic accident. He must have been driving, or he was a pedestrian. Either way, it was likely a collision with a vehicle. For starters, cadaver still has both legs. No legs in the photo. Did you know that? No, I didn't know. I haven't seen the photo you're talking about. You haven't? Interesting. So Corpse Girl doesn't share with the requester. Hang on, okay. So only the victim sees the photo. Here. Kojiro shares a photo in the chat. Sure enough, it's a snapshot of the corpse photo I produced for Ichi Hanada. He must have copied it from the victim's phone. The photo from Corpse Girl. Compared to this. Ah, okay, I see. Another photo is shared in the chat. This one I haven't seen before. It's Ichi Hanada's true corpse sprawled forward in the driver's seat of the wrecked car. Seeing a genuine corpse photo doesn't come as much. Seeing a genuine corpse photo doesn't come as much of a surprise to me. After all, I've spent countless hours trawling through the database of the deceased. I've seen more than my fair share of destroyed lives. There's not too much blood in this photo. It's kind of lame compared to the gorgeous rendition of his death that I lovingly crafted. It's still not entirely evident what led to Ichi's car collision. This very well could have been a genuine accident. For my own ego, I have to at least pretend that Corpse Girl had a hand in it. Thoughts? The real death doesn't match Corpse Girl's photo at all. Why do you think that is? I feel pretty clever and manipulative by putting the question on Kojiro. I want to lessen the suspicion of my true involvement as much as possible. You're asking me? Well, some theories. Corpse Girl's photo is a scare tactic, nothing more, but don't know where photo comes from. She convinces the victim to kill themselves. What the hell? How could his very first theory be right on the money? Just who is this guy? Is he stalking me or something? Does he actually know the truth? Second theory. Corpse Girl comes after victims, but a genuine accident happened first. Ichi Hanada died before she got to him. The second theory is off the mark, but I can still see why he came to that conclusion. Regardless, this is the theory I want him to believe. Okay, good night, Sal. Good night. Have a good night. Sleep well. Sweet dreams. Go, go. Go, go. Sweet dreams. Thank you for coming and hanging out with me. I think the second theory is most likely. Why would someone kill themselves from seeing a photo? Doubting my own methods like this leaves a sour taste in my mouth. Not that simple. Photo is personal and time-stamped, adds urgency, realism. Could be effective, especially on someone anxious or gullible. He's right, of course. Although causing death in this manner was never my intention when I started Corpse Girl's website. It's a possibility that did occur to me when Nuri Hatano died. Wait a minute, how did you even get these 2 photos? LOL. Now she asks. Police on scene like to share. More morbid the better. Dead guy with corpse photo on his phone fits the bill. They sent me both photos. You played spot the difference. LOL. Oh my god. Disgusting. I never knew the police could be so disrespectful to the dead. Well, I can't really talk at the very least. I'm not in that line of work. Anyway, coffee? Huh? Get coffee with me. Yes or no? Unbelievable. This guy wants to meet up and grab coffee? Has this conversation really given him the feeling that I'm interested in him? Does he think we've bonded over discussion of dead bodies? I'm about to tell him no, but some part of me hesitates and halts my finger. Kojiro has connections. The morgue. The police. It's not inconceivable that he might be a useful tool in the future. At this stage, I'm about 80% sure he doesn't know my true identity. It might be safe to meet up with him. On the other hand, I get the impression that even if he knew who I really am, he'd only be impressed. It's a gamble. It could be beneficial, or it could lead me to being caught. I might even get arrested for my involvement in 3 deaths. So, is what I'm doing really illegal? I'm not so sure. But I don't think a jury would take my side. That's why I have to err on the side of caution at all times. Kojiro. Okay, let's meet. I type the words and hit send before I have any more second thoughts. It might be a fatal mistake, but if I'm clever enough, I can wrap him around my finger and utilize his connections. Cool! Message you tomorrow. Bye. Kojiro's status immediately changes to offline. I rest my phone on the couch and look back to the laptop screen in front of me. The smiling, beautiful faces of 2 identical women stare back at me. That's right, I was about to start working on this most interesting request. I still have plenty of time before I need to get to sleep. With this thought in mind, I set my task in high spirits. Whoa! June 4th, Thursday afternoon. Save. Alright, I need to go to the bathroom really quick again. I'll be right back. Hello? I'm Baku. Thank you, Daddy, for the stretchies. Nom, 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 nom. Alrighty. Let us dive right in. The tiny balcony jutting out from the side of my apartment is nothing like it was advertised in the real estate listing. When I first saw the misleading photos, I thought it would be spacious and bright, an open-air hideaway that I would use to get some fresh air and improve my health. I wanted to set up a tiny garden and grow some plants, nothing that would require a lot of work, but something that could occupy my spare time. In reality, the balcony is a depressing amalgamation of steel and concrete that sucks away any desire to stand upon it. It rests in the eternal shadow of the surrounding buildings and manages to catch the sun rays for about 4 minutes every day. It's an understatement to say I was disappointed when I ventured out upon it for the first time. I suppose it's nothing, if nothing else, it's a good vantage point for looking over the city. But that's the only positive thing I have to say about it. As I stand here with my back against the railing, calmly sipping a lukewarm mug of green tea, I breathe a heavy sigh. I should be at the office. I should be tapping away at my keyboard, getting through the backlog of work that has accumulated this week. Instead, I'm here at home, tired and strained and wearing thin at the seams. I called in sick this morning. I don't know if my supervisor bought the lie, but he did tell me to stay home and feel better. So that's what I've been trying to do. It's my own fault I feel this way. It's my own fault that I stayed up until 4 AM again. I know that a lack of sleep exacerbates my condition. I know that skipping meals and refusing to take medicine makes me feel this way. I know that I do this to myself. I know. But this is me. This is what I do to myself as I try to take on each day. This is the way I stretch myself thin, for no reason other than because some days I don't want to be better. I just want to be. I want to stay up late and work on Corpse Girl's requests. My body's need for sleep doesn't come before my ambitions. I want to eat only when necessary because when I'm slim, I look beautiful. I want to be beautiful just like her. Who? Like who? Like who? I want to skip my medication because taking the same pills every day is a hassle and expensive, and I question whether I really need them anymore. If I can just stay home like this. I don't need the medication. I even came out to the balcony. And that counts as being outside. So why do I need to take the pills? It's true that when I skip a few days I end up like this. I try to convince myself that I'm fine, but I'm fixed. Like I was some broken thing that has been magically being repaired. But I end up staying inside all day with the curtains shut and my eyes locked on a screen. I know that when I stay on top of my medication, I can go to work and the park and the library without a second thought. I can get on the train and not worry about strangers breathing on me or touching me. I can go to the convenience store and leisurely look around. I even went to that restaurant last week and read a book while eating dinner, and no one tried to cut me or abduct me. And no one tried to strangle themselves in front of me and beauty call. Huh? Can I really only go out and do those normal things because of some tiny pills that a doctor said I need? Or can I do those things because I'm actually better now? Maybe I was never unwell in the first place, not irrational, just cautious, careful, and concerned. I realize that my mug is empty when I bring it to my lips and taste nothing but the slightly waxy, unpleasant sensation of smudged lipstick. Well, I've been outside for long enough anyway. I'll go inside since it's getting late. Plus, I have the feeling that someone on the street below has been watching me and waiting to climb up to my balcony. Alrighty. Yeah. I enter my apartment, set the mug aside, and retreat into my bedroom. My phone is where I left it, sitting face up and begging for my undivided attention. I snatch it up, unlocking the screen. I'm greeted by the last web page I left open. It's my custom-made news alert for arbitraries. For tomorrow morning, I'll be anxiously awaiting news of my latest victim's fate. I timestamped the photo with tomorrow's date, June 5th, 9:01 AM. The unlucky twin has already received the photo, I sent it out earlier today. After sending a photo, I always hide the burner phone out in the unused shed behind my apartment building. Getting the phone into the shed this morning was rather difficult. I had to cover up my face and hands with some old clothes, and I waited until nobody was in sight before dashing as fast as I could. It took me a good 10 minutes to collect myself inside the shed before I could rush back to my apartment and lock the door behind me. I don't think anyone tried to follow me. However, I know that I'm going to need to retrieve the phone again tomorrow and dispose of it. I'll check for a reply from the victim, of course. Not that they ever reply. Then I'll destroy the sim and discard the photo like I always do. It might be difficult to get out there to the shed again. On top of that, I really should go to the office. But then there's one more thing I'm supposed to do tomorrow. Kojiro wants to meet for coffee. I'm not so deluded to think that I can pull off all those escapades tomorrow in my current state. I resign myself to reaching for the bottle of medication in my dresser. Maybe another week of taking these pills won't be so bad. They tend to increase my appetite, which is really annoying. It's a constant struggle to try and ignore the hunger that tears at my stomach. And it doesn't help that they wreak havoc on my libido. I never know what to expect. Sometimes I can look at those photos of Aoi on my phone and feel absolutely nothing. Other times I simply be scrolling through noise while standing on the train and feel overwhelming urge to explode. Oh my gosh. Noriko! Please! Oh my goodness gracious, girl! I do my best to dismiss my doubts and fears as I swallow 2 of the tiny tablets. I follow up with a sip of water from the bottle kept next to my bed and fight the urge to retch. I'll take a shower to freshen up. After that I should curl up in bed and read. I need to conserve my strength for tomorrow, so an early night is in order. Maybe tomorrow is the day I finally feel better. June 5th, Friday morning. Alrighty.
Where the hell were you yesterday?
Did you miss me?
Nah, just glad you haven't bit the dust yet.
That's so sweet.
Tomorrow leans in close to me, almost uncomfortably so.
Listen, have you had any trouble with Corpse Girl?
No, I think I'm in the clear.
Well, I guess the time marked on the photo has long passed. Maybe you really are safe.
Yeah. Thanks, though.
Huh? Thanks for what?
For thinking of me.
Ah, shut up.
Tomo's face was glowing red with embarrassment. Despite our differences, our interactions regarding Course Girl have helped us bond a little. I'm not counting on Tomo and I to have a lasting friendship. Even just quiet peace might be expecting too much. I think it's in Tomo's nature to want to pick fights with people regardless of whether she's close to them or not. I wouldn't be surprised if we end up quarreling again, no matter how much we learn to respect one another.
I'm at my desk if you need me, but don't bother me, you know?
She waves and leaves the cryptic statement in the air behind her. I return my attention to my computer and mark a few tasks on my list as completed. The next person to waddle up to my desk and interfere with my work is Shinya.
You weren't in yesterday?
Nope.
Are you well?
Yep.
Okay. I've been meaning to speak to you about Sato.
Aoi?
Yes, the thing is, I'm kind of in deep water because of her not showing up to work. And then resigning immediately.
Shit. I was supposed to talk to you about that, actually. It kind of slipped my mind.
Oh, right.
I'm sorry, Shinya. It's my fault, really. I hassled you to get Aoi a job.
No. I didn't exercise due diligence. I really should have made her come in for an interview. Or I should have spoken to her myself to see if her heart was really in it.
When you put it that way...
I'm not trying to be callous, but what he said makes sense.
Listen, you couldn't have known it, but Aoi struggles a bit day to day. I'll just say she has some anxiety issues and leave it at that.
Anxiety, huh?
Don't tell anyone I said that. I was under the impression she's been doing a lot better, but maybe I was wrong.
I guess we all have our hidden struggles, right?
Right.
If only he knew. Then again, maybe Shinya struggles too. Maybe dating Tomoe is his cry for help. Maybe he's going to snap one day and come into the office with a knife. Or maybe he'll discover Corpse Girl's website and request Kotome Ida's death for retaliation for ending his career. Who knows? I can't read this guy as well as I initially thought. For the longest time, I was under the impression he had a crush on me, so what would I know?
Anyway, I hope Sato feels better soon. Maybe she'll find a job that suits her one day.
Maybe.
Say, seeing as we're friends now and all, would you mind if I ask you a personal question?
Depends
Okay.
on what it is.
It's related to,
Oh my god!
intercourse?
Shinya? Sweet? Sweet? Innocent Shinya? Ah! Uh, My face crunches up at the word. I don't like the direction this conversation is heading. I don't either!
Shouldn't this be something you talk to your girlfriend about?
Yeah, I believe it is. I believe this is something you need to be talking to your girlfriend about.
Yes, you're right. But I can't actually speak to her about it.
Why?
You're really the only other friend I have, so...
Oh my god, this poor innocent boy! Shinya's face takes on a dark expression that's far more depressing than what he just said. I feel bad for the guy.
Well, what's the question?
I don't know if I want to know.
Oh, if, hypothetically speaking, if someone pressures you into...
Oh no! I knew it! I knew she would pressure him. She's just that type of person. He's a sweet innocent boy.
Sex?
Noriko's just like, sex? His face turns red in an instant.
Yes, that.
Oh, he's crying! No! Shinya! Innocent boy! No!
If someone pressures you into it and you really don't want to do it, what should you do?
No, Shinya. I knew this was gonna happen.
Say no. Firmly and loudly. No one should make you do things you don't want to do.
Exactly. Exactly. I'm not making him cry, Suyu. Tomoe is. Tomoe, his girlfriend, who's pressuring him into intercourse. Never pressure your significant other. Okay? Not even, like, not for anything. Especially intercourse. How rude.
Yes. Of course.
I feel that my answer didn't give Shinya the comfort he is obviously
Is
seeking.
Tomoe pressuring you into going all the way?
No, of course not. She would never...
Oh!
Never mind. It was foolish of me to bring up this topic.
If he wasn't talking about Tomoe, who the hell was he talking about then? Are you cheating on Tomoe? If you're not talking about Tomoe, you are cheating on her.
I'm really sorry, Noriko. Please, forgive my lack of professionalism.
Shinya bows to me deeply, his face parallel to the floor. He turns quickly and scuttles away before I get the chance to say anything else. What was all that about? Could Tomoe be pressuring him? I wouldn't put it past her, but something doesn't feel right. She seems really smitten with him. Would she really push him like that? Maybe it's guilt for not being able to prevent his career going down the toilet. But I feel like I should try and do something to help him. I watch Shinya get to the elevator, and once the double doors close, I get from my desk and scoot over to Tomoe's workstation.
Hey, can I have a minute?
Aww.
This is weird. Normally I come to bother Yo.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. Have you and Shinya ever gone all the way?
That is such an inappropriate question to ask.
Huh? We've only been together for, what, a week? You think I'm some sort of slut?
Kind of?
Hey, don't answer that! Look, not that it's your business, but... No, we haven't. Shinya's sweet. He's old-fashioned, you know. He wants to really get to know me before we go down that road.
So is he cheating on her?
And I'm happy to wait. The last few guys I dated only ever wanted one thing from me. And that gets old real fast, you know?
Okay, I believe you.
Why are you asking me anyway? Did Shinya say something to you?
No, I was curious, that's all.
Shinya cheating?
You think we're real friendly now, don't ya? Well, I don't mind some girl talk.
Aww.
Come talk to me anytime.
Aww.
Thank you, I'll do that.
Tomoe is becoming a friend. Tomoe waggles her fingers in a goodbye wave, and I return to my desk. Well, if it's not her pressuring him, then who the freak is it? Or is she lying? I don't know what's going on. If I take Tomoe at her word, which I find myself doing increasingly often, then she's not trying to get Shinya to do anything he's uncomfortable with. So that can only mean one thing. Someone else is pressuring Shinya. Oh my god. I just had a thought. What if it's the freaking blah 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 blah. The exec. But the guy admitted to me only today that his only friends are Tomoe and myself, so... Who was he talking about when he brought up the subject? I don't think he's cheating. I think someone is coming on to him, whether he likes it or not. So I'm thinking it's one of the higher-ups. I think it's the higher-up that we saw that gave us a, like, you need to apologize to Shinya kind of thing. I'm a little worried that I haven't received a news alert for an obituary today. My latest victim, that twin woman, had her photo timestamp set to 9:01 a.m. this morning. If my method worked, like it has the last few times, then she should be well and truly dead by now. She should have slit her own throat, or someone mysterious should have come along and slit it for her. It's not like I've managed to identify how Course Girl's power works. I'm no closer to figuring out why your victims die. All I know is that they do die. And yet I can't find any matching obituaries for today. I've tried searching manually too. I can't always rely on my automatic filters to get it right. I've scoured every source I can find and have come up with nothing. It's possible that she hasn't killed herself yet. It's possible that she's planning to do it. Or maybe someone else is plotting to kill her on Corpse Girl's behalf. It's also possible that this time my victim won't die. Depressingly, that puts me back at square one. My winning streak will be over before it begins if the Corpse Girl photos has no effect. I make a mental note to discard the burner phone when I get home. I somehow forget to get rid of it on my way home. Oh, on my way to work. I'm being so absorbed in my strict morning routine. But it's not too late. Barely 24 hours have passed since I sent out the photo. I'm not straying too far from my modus operandi.
Yo, you came. Mad.
Yo! That familiar halting voice snaps me out of my thoughts. Kojiro stands before me, wearing slightly cleaner clothes than the last time we met. It's very possible that he interpreted this meeting as a date and decided to wear his absolute best outfit. The smell of the morgue is only faint upon him, thanks to the desperate cover-up scent of strong cologne.
Can I sit?
Please.
Kojiro pulls up a chair and sits across from me. He's relaxed and awkward all at once. His tall, lanky form doesn't really seem to fit with the tiny, cozy cafe he has selected for our meeting point.
Waiting long?
Mm-mm.
No, not really.
Great. Ordered yet?
No. What do you recommend?
House blend. Fantastic. They roast it here. Also, the chocolate gâteau is amazing.
Gato?
I'll order 2 slices.
Thank you, but I'm not hungry. Coffee is fine.
Roger that.
Okay. The waitress eventually comes around and Kojiro places our order in fluent French. Yeah? I think the waitress is taken aback and she bows politely and humbly asks him to repeat himself in Japanese. Once our order is settled, Kojiro leans forward and looks into my
Wear
eyes.
glasses?
I subconsciously reach a hand to my face and check if I am indeed wearing glasses. Of course I'm not.
No? Why would you say that?
Kojiro leans back casually and shrugs. Thank you for the hydrate read, thank you! Thank you!
Couldn't remember. Maybe you had them on last time.
Last time? If you're referring to when we met at the library.
I've never worn glasses. Sorry.
Don't be sorry. Just making conversation.
Okay.
This place is great, right?
It's true that the cafe possesses a quiet, comfortable atmosphere. The smell of freshly roasted coffee lingers in the air, and the display of various cakes at the front counter doesn't make me ill. I can make out the faint sound of acoustic music in the background, with vocals in, which I presume to be French. All in all, it's a nice place. Kojiro chose well.
Is this place expensive? I just don't have much money, that's all.
Don't worry. It's on me.
Okay.
How's work? The bank, right?
I cocked my head to the side. Did I ever tell him what I do for work? I don't recall saying anything on the subject.
I work at the head office for Temujin, not in an actual bank.
That's so. Huh. Read your profile wrong.
Okay. I relaxed somewhat at his explanation. Of course he would have read my nose profile before meeting up with me. That's pretty normal. I don't keep much personal information on there, but it's true that my workplace is listed. The conversation is put on hold as the waitress returns with 2 cups of coffee and a single slice of chocolate gâteau. The cake is delicious and moist, and my stomach growls in betrayal of my convictions. Kojiro thanks the waitress in French, and she once again bows in embarrassment and takes her leave.
A bite?
He scoops up a section of the cake with his fork and holds it out to me. I wave a hand politely and shake my head.
Well.
He takes a bite and looks immensely satisfied with his choice of dessert.
Could eat if you wanted. You're skin and bones.
Excuse me?
Just saying. Could stand to gain some weight.
The nerve of him! Who would say that to a young woman?
I'll have you know that I eat perfectly well. Think...
Whoa. Sorry. Wasn't trying to be mean. You're gorgeous. Just saying. Some cake wouldn't hurt.
He just called me gorgeous. I'm gorgeous? I feel a little flushed and I look down at my phone to avoid Kojiro's warm gaze.
Try the coffee, please.
I reach for the cup in front of me, more due to the pleasant aroma than Kojiro's suggestion. I take a sip. It's been served at the perfect drinking temperature, and it's absolutely delightful. Rich, delicate. I could drink this all day. I've probably been wasting my time drinking canned coffee. This is the real deal.
Thoughts?
For the first time since Kojiro arrived, I smile.
It's wonderful.
Right? I like your smile.
He's flirting with me! This guy is really laying it on thick. I didn't come here to be swooned. Still. The priest is kinda nice, even if he is just trying to play me with the oldest lines in the book. I figure I should switch the subject to encourage him to stop flirting.
So, how long have you worked in the morgue?
Wow. Good question. Okay, let's see. 34 now. Started there at 22.
You are quite a bit older than us, sir.
Damn. 12 years. Never thought about it. Shit, I'm old.
No, not at all. You're older than I expected, but really, it's no big deal.
How old are you?
Age is
Can I ask
nothing. Age means nothing, you guys, when it comes to love. I mean, of course, when you're of age, then age doesn't matter. But if you're underage, age matters. Okay? I know some people in my life who have like huge age gaps in their relationships, but they are some of like the cutest, sweetest relationships I've seen. So honestly, love is love, you know?
I don't mind. I'm 20.
Okay.
Phew. Okay.
He was like, I hope she's not underage.
Is that an issue?
No, of course not. You're mature for your age, or I'm out of touch.
You're out of touch.
Out of touch. I can't help but giggle.
Wow. Okay.
He laughs it off, but I wonder if I did hit a nerve.
Would you date an older guy?
He is flirting. Is he asking me out? And there it is, straight to the point. How do I answer a question like that?
Good question. I've got no issue with age, but I don't really know if you're my type.
Yay!
And if I can be honest, there is someone I have feelings for already.
Oh, oui.
That's so. Unrequited love, huh?
Something like that.
Props can't compete with that.
Browns? Did you just say Browns?
Well, that's okay.
Honestly.
You're stunning. Out of my league. Thrilled to be friends if nothing else.
To be honest though, he is kind of attractive. And he's very, very nice, even though he's really creepy.
Friend sounds nice.
Mad.
Mad. I'm gonna say that now. That's so cute and funny. Mad. He raises his coffee cup in a toast, then takes a sip. Maybe I had him wrong. He might be a bit more mature than I give him credit for. If he can take rejection without pressing the point, that speaks a lot more about his character.
So, corpse girl. Interesting, right? How does she do it? The photos, the killings, all without knowing the Vic's name.
Yeah.
Wonder what her death count is.
3. 3, 4 if I'm lucky. I try not to say this out loud.
Eiichi Hanada. Car crash. Was it planned? Cut the brake line. Drugged.
I have no idea. Sorry.
But you requested his death.
Yes.
Honestly, I kinda shipped them. I kinda shipped them. I did lead him to believe that. I'll have to continue to go along with it.
And for no personal reason?
That's right.
Brutal. Don't request my death, okay?
He really just said that.
We'll see.
His face lights up, almost as if he's impressed with the ambiguous answer. Excited, even.
Maybe I should try the site. Request a death. No who deserves it?
Sorry,
Not anyone who
not off
deserves
the
it.
top of my head.
Neither.
Seriously, Noriko? Find the person. Find Aoi's stalker. Kill him.
Maybe you should request me.
Eh?
I'm dying to know how it goes down.
Literally dying to know how it goes down. Literally dying.
You know, maybe you shouldn't mess with this stuff. What if you really ended up dead?
Eh.
I can protect myself.
Oh, can you now?
I mainly want a corpse photo.
Oh.
How does she do it? Oh, by the way, you read that book I gave you?
You mean Strange Flower?
Bingo.
Bingo.
I'm halfway through it.
Wow, fair effort. It's long. Thoughts?
It's interesting, I won't lie.
No, Belle Sinclair is a sicko, right?
Right. He's not all there.
Neither are you, Noriko! Neither are you!
Halfway through, huh? So? Has he dined with the dead?
Yeah. Who was it? His school teacher, I think.
Oh, that's so creepy.
He dug up her body 2 days after she died and then dressed her in his mother's Sunday best.
Yeah. Took the corpse out for Italian? I can imagine the waiter's reaction. Ah, classic.
Koichiro seems to really enjoy reminiscing about the book. The story is definitely interesting, but the way he's laughing at it makes me a little worried. Then again, the guy works in a morgue, so maybe the whole scenario is just comical to him.
Oh, that's it there.
It takes me a second to realize what he's pointing at. Sure enough, the book in question is sticking out at the top of my bag.
Pass it here. I want to show you a funny passage.
I nod and reach for the book. I pull the massive tome from my handbag with a fair amount of effort. The book comes free, but it snags on the bag zipper and causes some of the contents to fly out. A few personal belongings fall to the floor with a clatter. I notice my lipstick, lip gloss, notepad, and pen hit the cafe's tiled floor. Koichiro comes around to my side of the table and helps me pick up my things. He pauses when his hand grapples with another book that has fallen underneath the strange flower.
There's photography.
He knows! He's gonna figure it out just from that! He's gonna figure it out.
What's
He's
this?
going to figure the frick out. I quickly reach for the book and try to snatch it from his grasp.
It's nothing.
Koichiro is quick, and he instinctively avoids my desperate grab. He holds the book aloft and continues reading the cover.
Huh. English? A comprehensive history of photo manipulation.
He returns to his seat and flips through the pages as I finish packing my belongings away. I bow my head slightly, waiting for his
Yo.
judgment.
You can read this?
Only a little.
Oh, this is tough. My English isn't good. Thought it was French at first.
Oh, so he can't read it. Okay.
Oh, these images.
Oh, but still, yeah, images. Koichiro suddenly slaps the book closed and looks at
I
me.
figured it out.
I brace myself for his inevitable accusation.
Corpse Girl fakes the photos. The photos aren't from the future. Like that was ever possible. Photo is fake. Timestamp is fake.
He's correct. But will he go back to assuming that I'm Corpse
Hey.
Girl?
Why do you have this book? Are you editing photos?
I mean, I have an interest in it, but that's all.
This
He
book is
knows.
old. Doubt the techniques are useful anymore. Still, it's interesting. My theory. Thoughts?
About Corpse Girl faking the photos?
Bingo.
I don't know. Sure, it's possible. But can anyone fake a photo so realistically?
Realistically? Do you know her photos are realistic?
Take it quickly, I snap back with an answer.
You sent me that copy of Eiichi Hanada's corpse photo. The one Corpse Girl apparently produced.
True.
It was good, right? Pretty convincing.
Very convincing. Is photo manipulation that good?
I suppose if someone skilled enough was doing it.
If it's not photo manipulation, then one more theory.
What is it?
Maybe the subject in the photo is a corpse.
I'm confused. Of course it's a corpse. What's your point?
Sorry, hear me out. It's a photo of a real corpse. Just not the victim's corpse.
He figured it out!
Corpse Girl acquires a real corpse, dresses it up, just like in Strange Flower.
Kind of, but not really. It is photo manipulation.
She makes it look like the Vic. It's convincing because it's real. No photo manipulation.
Huh, I see.
Immediately my mind starts to kick into high gear. Koshiro has unknowingly presented me with an unprecedented idea. What if Corpse Girl does get a real corpse? What if she dresses them up, wounds them, makes them look like a carbon copy of the victim? Then she holds a photography session to capture the magic. The realism will be amazing. It will be way more convincing than manipulating a photo, even though I've become pretty good at that. It will be the next step up in realism, I'm sure, to convince victims to killing themselves. If Corpse Girl's victims can be relied upon to kill themselves, then I don't have to continually question the cause of death. I wouldn't need to worry about whether some mysterious third party is wandering about, slaying people on Corpse Girl's behalf. All of the deaths would be caused by suicide. It would be predictable. Conquering victims would simply be a matter of forging a convincing enough corpse replica. But the legwork involved in acquiring corpses would be... That's it. The answer is sitting right in front of me, with a smudge of chocolate cake on his chin and an empty coffee cup resting in his hands.
Say, hypothetically,
Oh,
would it be easy
I
for
knew it.
Corpse
They're
Girl
gonna work
to even
together.
have access
They're going to
dead
work
bodies?
together. So that's what happened in the prologue. She saw her actual corpse in front of her, as well as a photo. So we do know that these two start working together. I guess this is how.
Legal ramifications aside, could she possibly have a source of cadavers to desecrate at will?
Yeah, it's not impossible. Take someone like me. I'm there alone, mostly. Someone like Corpse Girl makes me an offer. I'd give away spare corpses, no problem.
Yep, they're gonna become
Of
a
course,
team.
I could get busted. It's not about losing my job. I'm not going to prison. The price would have to be right. But that's just me. Employees in other morgues, well, can't speak for them.
If the price is right.
Interesting.
Hmm.
So you would willingly work with Corpse Girl if the price was right?
Yeah, I've said it before. Big fan.
Yeah, they're gonna work
I
together.
support her work. It's fascinating. If she really is using cadavers to make photos, then... well, I'm offended she didn't come to me for help.
Alright, this is amazing. I never imagined this meeting could be so lucrative. If I want to get my hands on all the corpses I'll ever need, I can just ask him here and now. I find myself breathing heavily and I notice that my cheeks are warm and my head feels slightly airy. It all comes down to whether or not I really want to step up my game. The way things are, well, the twin woman, my latest victim, doesn't seem to have given up the ghost. Maybe I'm being impatient, or maybe my work just isn't as convincing and as powerful as I want it to be. Then, there are the cases of the previous victims. Akane Tsurumaki killed herself, there's no doubt about it. But Ichi Hanada, it's highly possible his car wreck truly was accidental. I may not have had any hand in it, after all. Ruri Hanato, my first ever conquest. The cause of her death still eludes me. There's no way she could have killed herself in the position her body was discovered in. She's the whole reason that I started suspecting someone else's involvement in the first place, after all. So there's one definite suicide, one potential murder, and one death that was an accident. A traffic collision that happened to coincide with the date I wanted the victim to die. Statistically, there's no way to know how Corpse Girl's power actually works. It's almost like the deaths are just caused at random, and when you pile in the countless failures I've encountered over the past year, well, my success ratio isn't very impressive. If I could truly compel victims to simply kill themselves then, it would take the guesswork out of the whole thing, that's for sure. With Kojito's help, I could acquire cadavers and make them look like my victims. The work would be completely different to photo manipulation. There will be gore involved, no doubt about it, and it will take a steady hand, some makeup artistry, and access to clothing props. Then there's lighting to consider and backdrops. It's one thing to take an image from the database of the deceased and have a corpse splattered on the pavement ready to go. It's an entirely different thing to have to drag a body out of the morgue and plant it in position, then take photos of it. There will be a lot to consider here. It's not a decision I can make lightly. And on top of that, I doubt I have the courage right now to ask Kojito straight up for his help. But if I do go for it, I'm absolutely positive it will lend a massive amount of credibility to Corpse Girl's mission. The extraordinary realism will pave the road ahead of me with blood.
Yo, finished your coffee?
Oh,
I quickly take a sip and drain the cup.
that was delicious. Thank you for treating me.
Very welcome. Shall we head off?
Yes, let's.
Any plans for the night?
Yes, sorry I can't hang out longer.
No problem. I had fun.
Kojito stands up and conjures his wallet. He leaves a few bills on the table and steps toward me. I stand up too, and playing my best hand, I quickly lean forward and plant a soft kiss on his cheek. The maneuver is surprisingly difficult thanks to his height, but I don't think I pull it off. And I don't think I pull it off as gracefully as I had planned. Woo!
Thank you for the date. Will I see you again?
She's so flustered! I give him my best alluring look as I pat my eyelids gently. She's trying to seduce him now.
Yeah, of course.
He slowly rubs his cheek with tender fingers, amazed that I just kissed him.
Bye-bye now.
I spin and make a beeline for the exit. I hope my trembling legs don't betray me as I step onto the pavement outside. It's not in my nature to try and seduce somebody for my benefit, so much so that my attempt at it has left me feeling rather uneasy. I don't know if I pulled it off, but now that I've left the cafe, I can't look back to see what effect I had on Kojiro, if any. I cross the road and a shiver runs down my spine. I hope I'm prepared for what I'm getting myself into. June 6th, Saturday afternoon. Alright, let's save really quick. The weekend is here, and despite my desire to stay inside my apartment with the doors locked and windows closed, I find myself at the mall shopping for a new phone charger. My current charger gave up on me at midnight, and now my phone is running dangerously low on life power. I tried plugging it into different outlets. I tried plugging it into my laptop, but nothing I did gave my device even the slightest amount of charge. I thought for sure I had a spare charger lying around, but I turned my apartment inside out trying to find it. Couldn't even find the right type in my drawer of burner phones. So either the charger has died, which is the best case scenario, or my phone has become faulty. I hope the latter is not the case, because I really can't afford to purchase a new one. Getting it repaired is out of question. I refuse to hand it over to someone for a day or two and go without it. So I'm hedging my bets on the issue being with the charger. If I can buy a new one, all my problems should be solved. This is what I tell myself as I scurry through the crowded mall, dodging left and right to avoid careless people trying to bump into me. I know there's an electronics store around here somewhere. Even a discount store will probably have a budget charger that will still fit my device. I just want to find what I'm looking for and get out of this place. As I blindly navigate the area, I think back to last night when I first noticed my phone was no longer charging. I had been browsing through arbitrary newsfeed, searching desperately for any sign of my latest victim's demise. No clues came up. There were countless new obituaries, of course. This is a big country and people die every day, but very few matched the description of my victim. The obituaries that did match had photos included, but none of them looked remotely like the twin woman. It was dead end after dead end. I might have to just accept the fact that this latest request will go unfulfilled. But accepting it makes me angry. Very, very angry. I find myself stomping through the mall more often than simply walking. A few people glance at me, but I don't pay heed. I wanted that woman to die. I wanted her twin sister to rejoice or despair at the fate that befell her own flesh and blood. I wanted her to feel the fear of seeing her own corpse in the photo. I want her to feel the cold and clammy hands of death tugging at her skirt, whispering to her, inviting her to spiral down, 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 and down. To spiral down and just die. To give up, to die, to spiral down, to die. To spiral out of control. I wanted her to die. I wanted her to die. I wanted her to die! Spiral down, down, down.
Why didn't you die? Why didn't you die?
My head is foggy, my senses blurred, my face hot, my hands cold. I repeat the mantra through gritted teeth.
Why didn't you die? Why didn't you die? Why didn't you die?
I fall to my knees and scream at the top of my lungs.
Ah! Why didn't you die? Why didn't you fucking die?
What the hell?
Damn, she's having a full meltdown.
Can we get a security guard down here, please? Die!
Is she going to kill somebody?
I'm scared. I'll kill her. I'll find her.
I taste blood in my mouth. My tongue is numb. My teeth chatter. I'll find that twin B-word. I'll find that twin B-word. I'll kill her myself. I'll kill her myself.
I'll kill her.
All right, that's enough.
A strong hand pulls at my shoulder. My face hits the ground hard. My arms are restrained behind my back, and all I can see in my blurry vision is the checkered, tiled floor of the mall.
You're coming with me.
My limb formed is tugged backward, and my head lolls to the side. I shut my eyes and let the blackness envelop me. Noriko, are you okay? Alright then. A stinging cold ice pack bites against my cheek and rudely awakens me from my stupor. I don't know where I am. I don't remember why I'm here, but the sudden chill spreading across my face is nice, almost soothing. I realize that somebody, a tall man, is holding the ice pack to my cheek, and he motions for me to take hold of it myself. I reach a sluggish hand to grab the ice pack and continue to press it against my skin. The man walks around the chair I'm seated in and stands behind a simple wooden desk to face me.
You can imagine my surprise when I recognized you.
Huh?
Opening my mouth in an attempt to talk causes a dull ache in my jaw.
I apologize for treating you so roughly. The only reason I haven't called for the police is because I want to give you the opportunity to calm down and explain yourself.
This guy, I know him. But from where? Oh, of course. It took me some time because I'm not used to seeing this security uniform. This is Kenji Ogawa. It's the very same guy who lives in my apartment building, the nice guy who greets me in the stairwell. Oh! I was like, I recognize him too, but who is he? Oh. The father of sweet little Momo.
Mr. Ogawa?
Ah, so you odd completely out of it.
Where am I?
This is the mall's security office. You caused quite a scene, Nariko.
A scene?
You don't remember. Well, give it some time. I'm sure it'll come back to you.
I try to think hard about the circumstances that led me here. I remember something about visiting the mall to buy a phone charger, but I don't think I ever found the store I was looking for. Some kind of anger or fear or something. Some familiar primal emotion got the better of me.
Listen, Nariko. I've always thought you were a sweet girl. And Momo looks up to you, you know. Please, tell me that you're just not feeling well. Please tell me the things you were screaming aren't true.
The things I was screaming? An image of a smiling woman flashes in my mind. A twin woman with beautiful features and lovely hair. The victim, the one who didn't die. That's right. I remember now. I lost my cool. I became so overwhelmed with frustration that she didn't die. I must have broken down and unleashed my anger here, right in the mall. Stupid, 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 stupid. This is all because I went outside. I went somewhere I don't normally go. I'm usually fine about going to the office. It's familiar. Convenience store is fine too. In fact, my whole meticulously planned morning routine rarely bothers me. But the shopping mall? What was I thinking? I haven't been keeping up with my medication. Even if I was on top of it, going somewhere out of my comfort zone is always a risk. I need to start regulating my intake. Taking a pill or two every other day when I feel like it isn't going to help me. Skipping days at a time and just popping a few in my mouth when I need to leave the house isn't what I'm supposed to be doing. I need to follow the guidelines. I need to keep a strict schedule of what I take. Of when I take what. Damn it, Noriko. I'm supposed to be calm at all times, still with unflinching Noriko. What the F am I doing?
Nariko, you still look a bit flustered. Do you want to lie down for a bit before talking to me?
No.
Okay. Well, do you want to explain what happened?
No.
Huh. I never took you for a troublemaker. Please, Nariko. I'm begging you. Don't make me call the police. You were screaming about killing somebody. You were manic. You can't just act like that in public. You scared 100 people just trying to make their way through the mall. You scared me.
She scared me. She scared everyone. She scared everyone. A knock at the door causes Kenji to flinch.
Ogawa, may I enter?
Yes. Please come in, Mr. Fujikawa.
Fujikawa? That's Shinji. That's Shinya's dad. Ah, frick. The metal door separating the security room from the real world opens with a screech. A broad, intimidating man enters the small room and displaces all the air inside. I feel like I'm going to suffocate.
This her?
Yes, sir. She's calm now.
Indeed.
The man, who seems to be some sort of detective, looks up and down at me with a sour expression.
Miss, your name?
You did not hear his name? Fujikawa! Fujikawa! Shinya Fujikawa! It's his father. I don't answer him.
I see.
Sir, if I may, this is Nariko Kurosawa. She's an acquaintance.
Is that so? An acquaintance? Well, that speaks volumes about your personal life, Ogawa.
Excuse me?
Sir.
Leave us be. I wish to talk to her.
Yes, Mr. Fujikawa.
Kenji bows, his grim smile crackling under fear as he exits the room. The detective, or whatever he is, towers over me. He pulls out a badge from inside his jacket and flashes it at me.
My name is Fujikawa. I'm a detective, an investigator, for the Tokyo Metropolitan Police Department. You must understand that we take death threats very seriously in the police force.
Huh? Excuse me, but Kenji said he didn't call the police.
Kenji? Ah, Ogawa. Well, never mind what he said. I was here already in regards to another case. I happened to witness your little outburst. Ogawa was kind enough to allow me a moment to interview you personally.
Right. So, what do you want to talk about?
Listen, if I were in your shoes, I'd drop the sardonic act. I have reasonable grounds to arrest you here And now.
What grounds would those be? His voice drips with pure venom. This guy isn't joking around. I squirm a little in my seat and remove the cold ice pack from my face. Welcome back, Sound! Welcome back. I'm so sorry you couldn't sleep. I'm so sorry. I hope that you'll be able to get some good sleep soon. Noriko became extremely scary. She had an outburst in the mall, like just like in the middle of the mall, and started screaming, "Why didn't you die? I'm going to kill her." Because one of her latest victim didn't die yet. So she's like freaking out. And now she is with the mall police and a detective. And his name is Fujikawa. So I think that this is Shinya's dad. And the fact that Noriko doesn't realize that yet really bothers me. I mean, his name is Mr. Fujikawa. Shinya Fujikawa. Yeah, no worries, no worries. I squirm a little in my seat and remove... Oh, I already read that.
Now, Miss Kurosawa, would you please explain to me who you are threatening to kill?
A wave of dread washes over me as the reality of my current situation starts to sink in. If I do not fly straight and narrow here, I might be in for a world of trouble.
I apologize for my actions. I wasn't feeling like myself earlier. I regrettably skipped my medication recently.
The medication excuse. I'll play along. Were you hallucinating then?
No, sir. Not exactly.
I need to come up with something, and quickly, or I'm not getting out of here anytime soon.
See, I recently had an altercation with a coworker about a guy we both like.
Really? He's gonna know! He's gonna know! Shinya is his freaking son! The detective rolls his eyes at
Go
me.
on.
I guess I was a little upset about our fight, and really, we're actually quite good friends, so... I think a combination of that and missing my medication caused me to get a little too upset and say some things I don't really mean.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't believe us.
And how do I know you're not dangerous? Are you carrying any weapons, Miss Kurosawa?
Haha! No.
Weapons? No, of course not.
I see. Well, you're going to have to permit
Oh
me to
no,
search your
her
belongings.
books! Her books! We're in so much trouble right now.
You understand that I can't allow you to leave until I have established that you're not a threat, right?
The detective lurches forward and roughly grabs my handbag.
Hey!
He tears it open and rummages around inside. I'm somewhat relieved that I'm traveling lightly today. I even left the 2 books I'm reading at home. Oh, thank God! He finds nothing of interest in the bag, save for one thing. My phone. He taps the screen, toggles the power button, then smacks the phone against his upward
Is this
palm.
broken?
I realize the last drop of battery power must have finally drained. I'm probably lucky for that fact. If we found certain things on my phone, I might be in trouble. It's not like I keep close photos on there. That's my collection of That's what my collection of burner phones is for. But there are certain things that would be incriminating if they fell into his hands. My notes chat log with Kojiro for starters. But then there are those images of Aoi and Tomoe, the famous singer that had her phone hacked and her private photos uploaded to the net. Aoi knows I have her photos. She's okay with it. Tomoe doesn't know about hers. That would be hard to explain. The singer, on the other hand, was part of a big scandal a few months ago. Probably half of Japan has seen her photos. Still, I'd rather keep my personal matters completely private. I don't want this asshole looking into my affairs.
The battery is dead, sir.
Where is your charger then?
I don't have one with me.
He grunts and throws the phone to me, and I barely manage to catch it with my brittle, skeletal, clumsy
Wait here.
fingers.
I need to make a call.
He leaves the room unceremoniously, and I hear the scraping shriek of a steel deadbolt locking the formidable door behind him. I breathe out and try to calm my nerves. I look down at the phone in my hand and see my mirror image counterpart peering at me in the back reflection. I don't look as good as I normally do. My makeup is smudged, which is strangely becoming more and more common for me. I think I've gained some weight. My gaunt face seems fuller somehow, and my prominent cheekbones are softer. This girl staring back at me, she's not wholly familiar. Is this Noriko Kurosawa? Is this Corpse Girl? I look like some aberration, some sickening concoction of myself and some person I don't fully recognize. I don't understand how I could have gained weight. I've been eating less. Maybe the canned coffee I consume religiously contains more calories than I realized. I need to cut down immediately. A sour taste rolls around on my tongue and I swallow it reluctantly. I feel ill at the sight of myself. The steel door swings open and Fujikawa stomps in like an angry toddler.
Well, the precinct claims you don't have a prior record, Miss Kurosawa. That's good news for you, I'm sure. But it's a fucking pain in the ass for me.
Why is that? I flinch at his apparent anger and recoil slightly in my chair.
You're free to go. However, I'll remember you. Another incident like this, and I'll have you in for a psychological assessment faster than you can blink.
Shinya's dad is really strict. I can do nothing but nod as a wave of relief washes over me.
Get your things and get out of here. Oh, for the love of God, go eat something. You look like a starving child.
Fujikawa spins on his heel with force and once again leaves me sitting alone. I take a minute to collect my thoughts before picking up my belongings and shoving them into my handbag. As I leave the security office, I spot Kenji standing outside the door. He bows his head meekly.
Take care, Noriko.
Yeah.
He doesn't lift his head as I walk away. We're in deep doo-doo. So much for stoic unflinching Noriko. Remember stoic unflinching Noriko? This is her. Weak of flesh, weak of will, weak. Noriko can't control her emotions. Noriko can't face the world outside without the help of her peppy pink pills. Noriko. She keeps calling herself that. I keep calling myself that. But I'm more than that. More than her. Oh god, do you see the image in the mirror changing? Oh god! I'm Corpse Girl. I'm bigger than the frail body before me. What do my looks matter in the grand scheme of things? Oh! What is happening to the picture? What's happening to the reflection? I want to be beautiful, thin, gorgeous. Kojiro called me gorgeous and made me feel good. But that doesn't matter. None of it matters. Corpse Girl matters. She will succeed in the world. And the world will continue to spin. I need to gain weight. Or lose weight. I need to look like Aoi with her small frame and cute features. And that bust, that's too hard to look away from. I need to look like Tomoe. With her fuller figure, her obscene fashion sense, and those oddly beautiful eyes that she doesn't deserve. I need to look like Yuriko, with her bad haircut, terrible piercings, and trashy clothes. I need to look like Mother, who is just like me and Yuriko combined, but with vacant eyes that used to be sparkling and clear, but now just glaze over when you try to talk to her. I need to look like Noriko, with her dark hair and her intense gaze and her healthy, acceptable frame. I don't need to look like this skeleton, this living corpse. I don't need to look like this physical embodiment of hunger and longing and lust and fear and stress and anxiety and uncertainty and ambition and exhaustion. I curse the mirror and spit on my own reflection.
Fuck you!
I clench my fists until the nails dig in and tear and pierce my flesh, letting blood trickle between my knuckles and drip down to the carpet.
I don't want to be you! I'm better than you! I'm better than you! I'm better than you!
But I am you. I am Corpse Girl. It's what I wanted, what I always wanted. It's that sense of belonging that I always sought. It's that feeling of home that I reclaimed after home was lost. After Mother moved and Yuriko got put on ice, and after I found this apartment that felt so strange at first. This is who I am.
I love your hair. Your eyes. I love you. Don't ever leave me. Don't leave.
I raised 2 fingers to my mouth and kissed them gently, then pressed them against the mirror.
I love you. Don't ever change.
Saving again really quick. To my absolute delight, I woke up this morning feeling really refreshed. I was worried that my temporary incarceration at the mall would continue to stress me out today. Thankfully, my fears were unfounded. Oh my gosh. I spent the early morning cleaning up my room. I had to use some elbow grease to get a few specks of blood out of the carpet and to clean a bit of lipstick off the mirror. Good evening, Elvie! It's good to see you! How are you? Go! I hope you're doing amazing today. I hope you're doing amazing. I even took my medicine with a tall glass of water, and I didn't skip the pills I don't like this time. It will be some time before I feel stable, maybe even a few weeks, but the fact that I'm already taking steps forward has done wonders for my mood. Today's a day to stay inside and work on me. I can't have another incident like yesterday. I can't break down in public and put myself at risk. I can't break down at home again and feed on my insecurities and anxieties. I need to be strong for Corpse Girl. Oh, I'm glad you made it too! That's so early, that's so early, oh my goodness. Good morning, Albie, good morning, Ohio. For me. With my room now clean, I decided to spend a little time tidying with the rest of my apartment. As I work, I make myself a new mental checklist of commitments, Noriko's promise list, if you will. I am really enjoying the story. It's super interesting so far, super interesting. Commitment number 1. I'm not going to lose my S-word if a victim doesn't meet their demise. Just because that twin woman didn't kill herself doesn't mean I'm a failure. I had 3 successes before her, and I'll have more successes again. I just need to try harder, work harder, refine my methods, and keep moving forward. And I'm not dead yet. I have a trick up my sleeve, after all. Kojio's connection to the morgue may very well be the ace I need to win. Commitment number 2, I'm going to improve myself. I won't say that I'll fix myself, I'm not broken. Not yet. I'm going to improve. I'll keep up with my medication. I'll keep up with my social life. That means keeping in touch with the few friends I have. Aoi, Shinya, and even Tomoe. I'm going to eat a little more, not much more, because I want to stay slim, but enough to give me more energy, more motivation. I don't want to be weak anymore. Commitment number 3, the last one. I'm going to get over Aoi. I love her. I loved her since high school. In those days, she's always stood by me. My insecurities and anxieties never pushed her away. She knew what I was going through, what I still go through, and she could relate to me. She has her own compulsions and anxieties to deal with, so I can't lean on her like I used to. Instead, it's my turn to help her out. But I'll move on from obsessing over her. She isn't ready for a relationship, and she explained all these reasons why when she rejected me so long ago. Clinging to the hope that one day we'll be together isn't good for my current state. I need to be moving on, moving forward. I need to let go. She is, and will always be, my dearest friend. I'll always love her, but I will let her remain as simply my friend, and I will find someone else to call a lover. Kojiro? Wink wink. Kojiro? This last commitment really makes me feel like a weight has been lifted off my chest. Instead of obsessing over Aoi, spending countless nights lying in bed looking at her photos, thinking about her at odd hours of the day. Instead of all of that, I'll be able to move on. Even if sometime I'll find someone who wants to be with me. Oh, even if it takes some time, I'll find someone who wants to be with me. There are plenty of fish in the sea, as they say. I can't say there's anyone in particular I have my minds on just yet. My social circle is pretty limited after all. Shinya is a guy I'm simply not interested. There's no spark there, and there never will be. Tomoe, as irritating as I find her, is oddly alluring to me. I don't like her clothes or makeup or the whole aesthetic she has built for herself, but some part of me would kill to spend a passionate night with her. Naughty girl! Okay. Then there's Kojiro. That weird, awkward, strange alien creature that I just can't wrap my head around. He said I'm gorgeous. He really said that. But he's too weird. I feel like he's the kind of guy that would stalk you and stab you if you ever broke up with him. For now, I can't think of anyone I would seriously pursue, but I'll give it some time. I have all the time in the world. I find myself smiling as I finish up tidying the apartment. Having a nice, clean place to live really does help lift the spirits. Unfortunately, I still haven't managed to get rid of the lingering scent of mold that always wafts around. It's a musty odor that seems to be ingrained in the very walls of the apartment building. For at least as long as I've lived here. I know it's not coming from my apartment because it's pretty easy to smell from downstairs too, and as far as I can tell, my place is completely mold-free. I might not be the best at cleaning, but if nothing else, I keep my disgusting mold out of my home. Oh, I keep the disgusting mold out of my home. Still, the occasional odor aside, my place is clean and cozy now. I lay down on the couch and stretch my body, letting my taut muscles stiffen and then relax. The day is still early and it feels good that all my chores are already complete. The icing on the cake is the fact that Corpse Girl has 2 new requests sitting patiently in her inbox. I logged in earlier and saw them, but decided to sort my cleaning first. Now I can reward myself by spending the rest of the day working on the new requests. I can hardly contain my excitement at the prospect. 2 requests to work on is better than I could have hoped for, and I'm sure at least one of these new victims will fall. My positive attitude will go a long way to ensure my success this time. Unable to restrain myself anymore, I snatch up my laptop from its charging point next to the couch. Sorry. I flip open the lid and gaze at the photos that I downloaded earlier. My 2 new victims. Fresh blood. The first is an older male, maybe in his 50s, typical businessman type. He might as well be a clone of every other nondescript man you see on the subway, at the supermarket, on TV. If I had to guess, I'd take a leap and say his miserable wife wants him out of the picture. Maybe she's unhappy with her finances, or she's having an affair, or she's just tired of his clone face and his clone personality. Regardless, someone who wants this unremarkable man removed from the face of Let me repeat. Regardless, someone wants this unremarkable man removed from the face of this unremarkable world. The second victim is much, much more interesting. 2 things strike me as noteworthy about this photo. Firstly, the cleavage, of course. Secondly, the image is a photograph of a photograph. Somebody has snapped a picture of an actual physical photo and uploaded it to the site. The photograph is in good condition, as though its owner values it above all else. A signature is scribbled across it in white ink. It's an autographed photo of someone who is perhaps moderately famous. I don't recognize the woman in question, and the signature is such a mess that I can't make out even a single kanji in her name. Regardless, I would be willing to bet that a disgruntled fan is requesting her death. If she's an idol or a singer or an actor, it wouldn't be unheard of for something like this to happen. A fanboy gets to meet her a few times, they shake hands at events or whatever. He asks her out, she politely declines, and then the obsession begins. If the fanboy can't have her, no one can. Kill her. Kill her! Well, that's the theory I slowly piece together as I examine some of the finer details of the photo. The reasons behind the requests don't matter. They never matter. I'll kill them all the same. I'm going to work on the woman's photo first. I'll timestamp her photo with tomorrow's date and send it to her this afternoon. That should give her about 24 hours to give up on life and light herself on fire. Maybe I'll do the same with the businessman. I'll give him a timestamp set 24 hours from when I send the photo. It will be kind of fun to schedule 2 deaths to occur around the same time. It will make tomorrow a very exciting day. With my goal set, I load up the database of the deceased and get to work. Oh! Junie, it's a Monday evening. Alright, let's sail really quick. I'm rather proud of myself today. During my morning routine, I made sure to take my medication in the correct doses, and I even washed it down with water. Thank you for the hydrate, Ellie. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, alright. I didn't even interfere with my strict schedule. Or it didn't interfere with my strict schedule. I still managed to catch the usual train. I got to the convenience store at the usual time and I arrived at the office without a hitch. If I can keep up this dedication, this commitment to improving myself, I know I can be stronger than ever. Strong enough to fulfill Corpse Girl's ambitions. I greeted both Shinya and Tomoe when I came into the office, and I even made small talk for a few minutes. Since the day is nearly ended now, I'm going to make an effort to chat with them again before heading home. Being social will help me get through this. That's what Aoi used to tell me anyway, at least before she stopped being social herself. It's about 5:45 p.m., and although both of my latest victims should have killed themselves by now, I don't feel the need to obsessively check for their obituaries. I have a news alert set on my phone, of course. If it uncovers anything, I'll be notified, but even if it doesn't, I won't stress it out. I won't stress out. I'm playing it cool. Cool, stoic, unflinching Nariko. The drone in the office always reaches its nadir at this time in the evening. It's actually quite pleasant being able to sit in a quiet environment and feel the soft breeze of the air conditioner against my skin. I like to take this time to slowly pack away my things and get ready for the journey home. As I take off my headphones and stretch my arms, Tomoe approaches me with a spring in her step.
Yeah, what up, slut?
I love their interactions with each other. About a week ago, I would have taken Tomoe's greeting as an insult. Now that I know her a little better, I can tell she's actually just being affectionate. Despite any differences we might have once had, she really seems to have warmed up to me lately.
Hello. How did your day go?
You know, same old. What about you?
It went well, thanks.
Good to hear. You know, Shinya and I are supposed to go out tonight, but...
What's wrong?
Are they gonna ask me to go out with them?
Hasn't he seemed, like, kinda off today?
I'll bet you anything the executive is pressuring him. Is the one pressuring him.
He can barely look me in the eye.
The pressuring worked. I think he did it. And now he feels guilty.
Really? I spoke to him this morning. He seemed okay.
You don't reckon he's seen another woman, do ya?
I do, in fact.
Another woman?
I do, in fact, but it's not necessarily his fault. Choices. His choice, though. That is his fault. Some fragment of a memory, some glimpse of a murky recollection flutters around the corners of my mind, just out of reach. Shinya and another woman. Something is on the tip of my tongue, but I can't quite formulate my thoughts.
Shinya isn't the type to cheat, though, so I don't know.
Cheating? No, Shinya wouldn't do that. He was so nervous when he spoke to me about being pressured into sex. Oh, that's it. The memory was flitting around the edges of my consciousness. The memory that was flitting around the edges of my consciousness has come into the light. Shinya spoke to me hypothetically about being pressured into sex. He said Tomoe wasn't the one pressuring him, so who was he talking about? Is this something I should talk to Tomoe about? If Shinya is really having a hard time and acting differently around Tomoe, then the relationship could be in trouble. But is it even my place to say anything? Shinya spoke to me in confidence. He's my friend. But Tomoe is my friend too, and she seems genuinely worried about him. I take a deep breath. This is just office drama like usual. Noriko would normally just reject it all and ignore these people. She wouldn't give a second thought. But that's unhealthy, scared, weak Noriko. I don't want to be that girl anymore. I can be more than that. I'm improving day by day, and part of that improvement involves being more social. It's good for me, right? Shinya and Tomoe are my friends. People want their friends to be happy. That's normal. That's normal. That's normal, right? I think so. Therefore, I want them to be happy. Together. I swallow hard and speak my mind.
Tomoe, I think that Shinya may be involved with another woman.
What? Are you serious?
Listen though, it's not exactly how it sounds. He came to me a little while ago and asked what to do if someone pressured him into sex. I know that you're not the one he was referring to, so...
Yep.
I think he may be in trouble. I think someone else might be forcing him to do something he doesn't want to do.
Yep.
What the fuck? He spoke to you about it, but not me?
Yeah, I mean...
Tomoe, he seemed really depressed about it. I think he wanted to resolve the situation without having to worry you.
Exactly.
Yeah, I get what you mean, but... Who the hell is trying to seduce him?
Your boss!
I'm afraid I have no clue about that.
Your boss! Your boss.
Okay, that's fine. Thanks for telling me this anyway. Now at least I know something's up with him. I'm gonna speak to him. I'll make him cough up what's what.
It's the boss. It's the boss. I swear. She was giving me a little bit of sussy vibes before, and now I feel like I can confirm my suspicions. But if I'm wrong, then, you know, I'm wrong.
Are you sure that's the best thing to do?
Yeah, because I'll let him know that I'll take care of everything. If some bitch is putting the moves on my Shinya, I'll smack him into the ground.
Ayo! You go. You go.
Of course. I don't know why I ever doubted you.
Tomoe grins despite her obvious frustration and gives me a thumbs up.
Thanks, Skank. I'll keep you updated.
Okay, good luck.
Good luck! She spins on her heel and leaves me behind. I think I did the right thing. Surely Tomoe will get to the bottom of the situation. I watch as she wanders over to Shinya's desk. They exchange a few words that I can't hear from my position. Tomoe then leaves, and Shinya sluggishly lowers his head to rest against his desk. Now that Tomoe has left the office, only a handful of stragglers remain on this floor, myself and Shinya included. I find myself watching Shinya for more than a few minutes. He doesn't seem to notice that my gaze is locked on him. A few more of my coworkers take their leave, and an eerie quiet descends over the empty office. I remain in my chair, staring intently at Shinya's distraught face. We're the only ones still here. He doesn't show any signs of moving. It's kind of unnerving to see him like this. It's not like he's the peppiest or most energetic person I've met, but to see him so drained and motionless makes me uncomfortable. I owe it to my newest convictions to go and talk to Shinya. More than that, I owe it to him. I find myself striding toward his desk before my mind even registers that I'm moving.
Hey.
I'm slightly startled when he immediately looks up at me. The sudden movement is reminiscent of a corpse springing to life in a B-grade zombie film.
Noriko!
Not feeling well?
Not really. I'm sorry. I shouldn't be here if I'm unwell. I didn't mean to worry you.
Don't sweat it.
I'll, take my leave then.
If he leaves now, I won't feel like I've done anything to help him. As awkward as it feels to pry into his personal affairs, I need to dig deeper if I'm going to try and help him feel better. But what should I say? No, he's not having trouble with Tomoe. Just tell me what's wrong.
Tell me what's wrong.
I don't expect my blunt words to get through to him. I don't expect anything, really. I'm not used to confronting people about the S-word they're facing in their personal lives. I'm usually content to simply sit on the sidelines and watch.
No need to worry. I'll be okay.
He tries to smile, but his composure cracks under the weight of his blatant lie. I quickly try to piece together what I know about his current situation. Based on the slivers of information I've been drip-fed, I'm certain that someone has been sexually assaulting him. At the very least, someone has been trying to force him into doing something he doesn't want to do. I don't know who that person could be. It could be someone from the office. It could be someone from his prior life. I'm confident that it's not Tomoe. Shinya isn't the type of person to ever stand up for himself, and he's probably not the type of person to speak up when he's feeling down. But his recent composure reveals volumes about how he's truly feeling. Whatever the situation is, it's painfully obvious that Shinya is a victim. Whatever is happening in his life is not his fault, and he's too proud or stoic or embarrassed to seek help, even from his own girlfriend. If I don't put one foot forward and cut to the chase, chances are Shinya will never build up the courage to ask for help before it's too late.
Someone is sexually assaulting you, right?
He doesn't say anything. He doesn't even flinch, which I have to give him credit for. This is a guy that couldn't keep from blushing the last time the word sex was mentioned around him.
Yes.
His calm response and even calmer demeanor divulges his inner turmoil.
I see.
I knew it! I don't know what to say next. I see probably wasn't the best starting point, but I am truly at a loss for words. He confessed so readily, and I expected more resistance.
Can you tell me who it is?
I can't tell anyone.
Oh, Shinya.
Not you. Not Tomoe. I can't even tell my father, and he's a detective. A powerful authority figure. There's nothing I can do. I'm trapped.
Shinya. Trapped. It's a feeling I'm all too familiar with. It's a feeling shared by countless victims. Not that Shinya and I have ever gone through the same trauma. A part of me can't help but wonder if that feeling of helplessness is what flashes through my mind, through the minds of my own victims. Actually, I don't have to wonder. I know it to be true. The realization makes me feel simultaneously queasy and satisfied.
What will happen if you tell someone?
I don't know. If the truth comes out, I could lose my job.
Yep, it's the boss. It's the boss!
It's Tomoe.
It's the boss! His job. Then as somebody we work with, somebody in this very office has been taking advantage of
Somebody
Shinya.
here, then.
I speak my thoughts aloud and he looks directly at me.
You're worried you'll lose your job if you come forward. It's obvious. Sorry. I'm not trying to sound rude. If this person found out you came forward, you'd lose your job. Then it's someone in power. The manager.
It's the freaking exec. It's their freaking boss! I knew it! It's their freaking boss.
That's why you can't tell
I knew
me.
it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it.
That's right.
I nod. I can see the predicament.
So, you don't have to say another word to me.
Huh?
It wouldn't be your fault if I stumbled upon someone assaulting you. It wouldn't be your fault if I was around to witness it.
Oh, true.
Noriko.
A gleam of resolution sparkles from deep within Shinya's cloudy eyes. It's almost as if he's come up with a brilliant scheme, a scheme that I not so subtly planted within his mind. Shinya takes a deep breath before collecting his
I'm
bag.
taking the elevator up to the executive offices. Please don't follow me.
I know who's gonna die next! Well, Noriko never actually puts in a request herself, so I don't know if she'd actually ever put in a request to herself. With that, he gently pushes past me and makes a beeline for the elevator. As the doors close behind him and the familiar thrum of elevators pans out around me, I stand still and close my eyes. I count to 100 in my head, giving Shinya a generous head start. The sun dips behind the office towers in the distance while my eyes are closed. When I finally finish counting, I open my eyes to a dark and empty office. With a deep breath, I walk in the traces of Shinya's footsteps toward the elevators. I think that was more than enough time. I would have, well, I don't know, something bad is gonna happen. I've never been to this level of building before. What reason would I have to visit the executive offices? When execs have business with junior staff, they descend from this lofty perch and grace us with their presence on the 14th floor.
I'm surprised you came to see me again.
I knew it. A woman's voice from nearby catches my attention. It's a hushed yet aggressive tone, like the whispers of a venomous serpent.
Are you finally going to let me have my way?
I creep out of the elevator, hoping against hope that the ding of the elevator's arrival wasn't noticed by the owner of the unidentified voice.
Stop it!
That was Shinya's voice. I creep around a corner and catch a glimpse of two bodies at the nearby desk. Oh, I don't want to look. Oh, it is her! It is her! Kotomi!
I'm tired of playing.
I knew it. 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 Why was she always so extreme with him? Freaking.
You want to please me, don't you? I'm your superior after all.
Ugh! You disgust me, woman.
How can you expect to get ahead in this company without sucking up to your superior?
You sicken me. Kotomi Ida, the executive with Shinya's career in her hands, the very same woman who blames Shinya for the mishap with hiring Aoi. So that whole situation was more in depth than I originally thought. It was never about Aoi. It was about holding power over Shinya.
Miss Ida, please, I just came here to...
Shh, I don't want to hear. Take your shirt off.
Oh, bro! Bro! I swallowed hard. I knew Shinya was in trouble, but I didn't expect things to escalate this quickly. I don't have the time to think rationally. I stride forward rather loudly and purposely bump into a desk, sending a potted plant tumbling to the carpeted floor with a dull thump. Kotomi pivots at full speed, and she turns to face me. Her eyes narrow into hateful slits as she withdraws from Shinya. Within seconds, Kotomi has abandoned Shinya and drawn close to me.
Kurosawa, what in hell's name do you think you're doing here? This level is for executives only. I should have you thrown out of here by security.
Fujikawa isn't an executive either, Miss Ida. And he looks quite at home here.
Shinya stands in the background, shyly tightening his shirt. Kotomi's eyes somehow narrow even further, to the point where I'm certain she can't possibly see anything.
Fujikawa's business here is none of your concern, Kurosawa. Leave. Now, or I'll have you forcefully removed.
So she just lost her job too, right then, right there. I fold my arms over my chest and dig my heels into the ground. I'm not the one for confrontation. I'm not one to hold my ground against a powerful adversary. And yet this vivid image of Tomoe has bloomed in my mind. Tomoe so strong-willed and head over heels in love with Shinya. Tomoe who would do anything to protect the guy she adores. In Tomoe's absence, it falls to me to protect Shinya.
Fuck off, you filthy skank.
She is like taken Tomoe. She's like embodied Tomoe. I can't believe the foul words that tumbled out of my mouth. Apparently Kotomi can't believe it either, because her eyes finally widen and her jaw drops. She looks like a stupid effing idiot. Somehow Tomoe's indomitable spirit seems to have been inhabited by my body. My words echo her own. That, or I've just managed to find a temporary burst of courage. No, I think she, like...
What did you say to me?
Took control.
You heard me loud and clear. Back off from Shinya. If I catch word that you're harassing him, I'll have you in a legal headlock quicker than you can blink.
Hell yeah! You go, Noriko.
You don't even know what you're talking about.
Trust me, I know enough to bury a dirty slut like you.
Kotomi grits her teeth and a vein protrudes from her forehead. Without another word, she simply pushes past me. Her shoulder slams into mine, but by some minor miracle, I manage to hold my ground. I hear her footsteps fade away as she leaves the floor. I exhale sharply in a wave of dismay that suddenly washes over me.
That was amazing!
Why is the music so scary? I nod and sway a little, then take another deep breath and rebalance myself.
Happy to be of assistance.
Why is the music so scary? I don't like this! It's putting me on edge. I can tell Shinya doesn't know what to do next. He looks like he wants to hug me, but given the gravity of the recent situation, we both silently decide that's not the best idea. Instead, he stills for patting my shoulder with his hand.
Thank you, Noriko. Thank you so much. I don't know where you get your courage. Perhaps I could stand to learn a thing or two from you.
It was all Tomoe, babe.
Don't sweat it.
I'm going to go
I don't like these whispers in my ears!
That's okay.
Of course. Go get some rest.
Shinya smiles for the first time in a while, then he releases his hand from my shoulder. After he's gone, I collapse into a nearby chair and listen to the frenzied sound of blood pounding through my veins. Oh, I got an achievement! Forge a bond with Shinya! Yay! Steam and suds suddenly fill my vision as a pleasant torrent of hot water sprays across my face. The tiles on the shower wall are polished as a pearly sheen, or to a pearly sheen, so much so that I can see my own hulking and beautifully ugly reflection in them. The shadow in the reflection has dark matted hair in her eyes. I don't know if she can see me like I can see her. I wipe my hair from my eyes and stare into space, trying to shake the abstract thoughts from my mind. It isn't until my phone springs to life from the bathroom countertop that my thoughts return to the present. I startle at the noise. I peer through the shower's glass door, but it's impossible to make out the name flashing on the phone screen thanks to the steam that has fogged up the glass. Aoi is the only person who regularly calls me, so it could be her ringing. Or it could be a spam caller trying to sell me something I really don't need. But I may just cave in and buy it anyway because it's a nice feeling that someone thought to call me. I open the shower door and tiptoe out. My wet and dripping body causes pools of water to form on the bathroom floor. A deft hand snatches up my phone, and I clutch it to my chest as I retreat back into the shower. The water never stopped running, and it greeted me with a welcome warmth as I back in it once more. My phone is fairly new model, so it's conveniently waterproof. I take advantage of this feature on occasion. It's nice to be able to submerge myself in water and browse the web to truly escape my own thoughts. Heavy droplets smack against my phone and dribble down, but my eyes ignore them as I scan the screen. The incoming call is a voice chat request from noise user Koji. Kochiro is calling me? I answer the call.
Noriko?
Hey! How are you, bud?
Hey.
How are you?
Hi. Good time?
Sure.
Mad. Wanted to tell you something.
You're mad.
I saw a post on... This call has static.
Sorry, it's just the shower running.
Oh, in the shower?
Yeah?
Yeah?
Huh. Okay. Well... Sorry. Awkward now.
Really, it's fine. What did you want to
Awkward now.
Okay. Saw a new post on Noise Chan today. Posted this afternoon. Might interest you.
Did he just call Noise Chan? The message board Noise Channel is often affectionately referred to as Noise Chan by certain frequent users. I'm not really surprised that Kojiro is the type to call it
What was
that.
the post about?
Well, someone wrote this. I quote, "Hey, so today I got a strange score photo from a number I don't have in my contacts."
It's from the prologue.
Continuing, not sure what the deal is. It was gross though. Wondering if any hackers can trace the number or something. End quote. Thoughts?
A strange core photo from a number I don't have in my contacts.
Sounds like Corpse Girl has struck again.
Right? Thought the same thing.
I wonder who wrote the post. Kojiro mentioned the post was written today, and the original poster wrote that they received a photo today. That means it can only be two be one of two people, either of my latest victims. The carbon copy businessman, or the attractive semi-famous singer, idol, actor, whatever woman.
So, who wrote this post anyway?
Don't know. Anonymous.
Of course. It was a stupid question. No one would attach their name to such a strange post.
Was hoping you could tell me.
How would I know?
Well, your corpse.
Ah! He knew! He knows. He knows. I knew it. As soon as he picked up that book, I knew he knew. This again? Kojiro just doesn't let it slide. Why does he suspect me now? What did I do this time?
Okay. We can discuss later. Oh yeah, the original post has a reply.
It does?
I'll read it too. Quote, "You got this too? Was the gore photo a picture of yourself? I'm worried. Received a similar pic from the same number."
We're going to the prologue.
Continuing, thinking about contacting the police. Not sure if I'm overreacting. End quote.
So the first post received a reply. Interesting. Very interesting. Both posters talked about receiving a photo. That can only mean that one of them is the boring businessman and one of them is the semi-famous woman. However, the fact that they've taken the discussion online instead of just slitting their own throats is rather troubling. Were the photos not convincing enough to make them kill themselves, or not enticing enough to summon another entity to snuff out their souls? Was this attempt just a repeat of the failure I had with the twin woman?
Anyway, enjoy your shower. Let's talk tomorrow, Corpse Girl.
Before I can interject, Kojiro ends the call. Crap. He's once again assuming my true identity. He's assuming correctly, but that's beside the point. Maybe it doesn't matter too much. Maybe this will actually save me some time and effort. If he already knows I'm Corpse Girl, it should be easy to strike a deal with him in exchange for access to a fresh supply of cadavers. That is, if I decide to walk that path and take this game to the next level. Thinking it through, I may very well have to go ahead and do that. My last 3 victims have not ended their lives as I planned. My success rate is very, very low. That's a depressing fact. And one that the old Noriko would have probably thrown a tantrum over. But not me. Not new and improved Noriko. I turn off the running water and step out of the shower. A shiver scuttles down my spine like a spider as the cold, damp air clings to my naked form. Throwing my phone onto the bathroom counter, I reach for a towel and wrap it around my corpulent, emaciated body? The thick flab on my skeletal arms jiggle as I dry myself. When I'm satisfied that my fleshy and cadaverous body is completely dry, I grab a second towel and wrap it around my hair. A cursory glance in the mirror as I leave the bathroom reveals my gaunt face and prominent cheekbones. I get the feeling that even though I've been gaining weight, I am thinning out more and more. Although my body isn't perfect, I'm still in love with my eyes. I wouldn't change a thing about them. While my frame simultaneously grows plumper and slimmer, I hope my eyes will always stay the same. I flick off the bathroom light as I exit. Entering my bedroom, I sit down on the bed with a towel around my body. And another one around my hair. My laptop is... Sorry, I just swallowed wrong. My laptop is lying open on the sheets, so I pull it toward me. A few clever keywords in a search engine quickly leads me to a post on Noise Channel that Kojiro just informed me about. Sure enough, he was telling the truth. The original poster submitted this just today, and the follow-up reply was submitted shortly after. I skimmed through the text to see if there are any clues about either poster's identities. However, nothing really stands out. I'll retain my assumptions that the 2 latest victims created these posts. I spend a little time applying various moisturizing creams to my skin before getting dressed in my bedwear. I'm feeling pretty relaxed by the time I finish. Perhaps I'll spend the rest of the evening reading a book in bed. Or I could try and plan out my next move with Kojiro. Should I come forward, claim my identity, and request access to his morgue? It's a big step. This seems to be the time for me to make a bold move. I can't keep working on requests that are doomed to fail. I need to start succeeding for me, for Corpse Girl. I pull my laptop to me once more and begin to brainstorm my plans. Oh, it's like a huge leather loading thing. June 9th, Tuesday evening. He should be here by now. I was pretty clear about meeting at 5:30 p.m. Alright, everyone. I think I'm gonna end here for today's stream. Oops. I can't wait to play more of this. It's getting so hecky exciting. I mean, it was always already exciting, but I feel like we're super getting into the story now, and I'm really excited. A few of my theories have been correct, so I don't know. We shall see where this story takes us. No, thank you, Obi. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Go. I also didn't want to play a whole lot more today because I do plan on playing more of this on Friday, I believe. It is a pretty long game, and I might replay a few things just to see what the other outcomes are. But as far as what I read online, it appears that even if you get one ending, you will be able to see the other endings as well. So I might just do that, or I might play the game again, but kind of like skip through and make different choices. But we'll see. But that is it for today. Let me get my background music up. And yeah, so tomorrow, oh, thank you, Ovi, thank you. It means a lot to me. I do my best, I try my best. Alright, let's see who I can read today. Let's see who I can read today. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Alrighty, one of my good friends is playing some 8-Pepe right now. They're playing 8-Pepe with some friends, I believe. I'm gonna rate them, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your day! Have a good rest of your day, have a good rest of your night. Whatever time it is for you, I hope you have a good rest of it. Good rest of your day, good or night. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. It means a lot. We progressed quite a bit in the story. I'm really enjoying the story. I think it's honestly, I mean, I haven't really played many visual novels, but this is definitely one of my favorite games, I think, that I have ever played so far. It's really interesting. I really like the story. It's very dark and creepy, but I like it. Thank you, Obi, thank you. I appreciate it. Go. I hope everyone make sure to take care of themselves as well, right? Eat food, drink water, do something that makes you happy. Okay? Life is short. Do something that makes you happy every single day. Okay? Promise me. Go. Alright, everyone. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll be playing some more Death and Taxes tomorrow. So I'll see you guys then. Bye!